So what's going on, guys? So I guess I'm here by myself. This is my other account. Oh, there it is. There's Cork. So again, this is my other account. I don't know why it doesn't let me use my other account. It's saying that I need to get it verified, but it is verified when I click verify account. So
Yeah, that's cool for you.
was that? Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I've hosted a chat before on my other account, but that was like over like a year ago. So.
Yeah, unless it's something to do, you're verifying your Google account. Did you verify your YouTube account?
Yeah, both. It asks, well, Google and YouTube is pretty much connected. So when I tried
Okay.
doing it, it's saying that it's when I like click the verification button, I guess it says that your account's been verified, and doesn't go. I guess it doesn't want to go through. So again, I will post the lobby link inside the external chat. So, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Don't just leave me and Kisan in here.
Hmm. Come on in.
Yeah, I've been looking at the PPQ.
Looking to buy a new gun?
Well, I have to.
Oh, why? What happened?
I don't want to get yelled at again, so I won't go into it.
Oh.
Seriously, what happened was I had to sell everything off really quickly to take care of a vet bill.
Oh. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. Well, can always get a new gun. Can't get exact same cat.
So today I went to go out and buy another strip low receiver. So I got,
Another lower receiver?
yep.
What's that,
Another
like
one.
10, 11?
No, I wish I had 10 or 11. I have three rifles, one AR-10, a pistol, and I think, was it three blank ones? Yeah. So I got eight of them now. Well, I have one that has a stock on one lower purse kit, but I was planning on SBRing it, and then the whole SIG brace came out, so kind of stopped after that. So
Oh, okay. So what you gonna do with this other? Just have a spare receiver?
I think so. I think this one. Well, this one is the Oath. Let me go. So this one has no logo on it. It's made by the same company that makes my other ones, and so there's no logo on it. So I think I'm gonna get like I know my buddy's uncle owns a trophy shop, so I'm thinking about getting custom like
Oh,
engraving like logo done to it.
that's cool.
So I want to get like I was thinking about getting a all white AR-15 and making this one into like a stormtrooper gun or clone trooper gun. So that's what I think I'm about doing. So
A clone trooper gun or a stormtrooper gun?
clone trooper.
Okay.
So I want to get like one of the like one of the Imperial or clone trooper like logos. You just painting or Cerakoting or Duracoating it all white. So it'll be white on and then some black features. So like the lower parts is gonna be black, the buffer is gonna be black, and then just hang there. So look,
I didn't know that you were that big of a Star Wars fan.
I am. I'm kind of a closet Star Wars fan, so not really.
Nothing wrong with that. I've already showed it on live chats before, but I have a fat helmet so that I can actually wear. Boba Fett, of course.
So I'm kind of sad because my gun shop has 2 locations, and they're the same company. But then this one location that's closer to my house, which is about a 10-minute drive, is now closed down. So I had to drive to the one that's about 30 minutes away or 20 minutes away on the freeway. And it's still the same company. But it's kind of sad because some of the guys are, they left because, they got to condense, I guess, employees too. So kind of sad. So
It's happening here too. My internet shop, and it's they do most of their business through internet, but it's still up a front, and they're getting hit hard too.
So this is the one I was talking about. So this is the Oath low receiver. So if you look at it, there's no logo up top.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the plain Jane, whatever you need, the serial number and the model and the make of the manufacturer and the location. So I think about getting like an probably let me see. What is it? I want to get probably this branded onto the top part right above the serial number.
501st?
Yeah, the 501st. Yep. 501st. Clone Troopers.
Yeah, no, that's a cool logo. A lot better than.
And maybe like I either want to get like this one on the other back side of it.
Well, that's cool.
And just color fill it in.
Yep.
So like the low spots will be the black, the high spots. Or there's another one. I think we talked about this. I was talking about this to Huck and Tactical 6-string.
It's tactical G-string. Get it right.
Tactical G-string.
G-string. Yeah. Yeah.
Tactical G-string.
Yes.
Yeah, I finished. Yeah, I didn't.
My little browser just said Kisan Sar is no longer presenting. I'm pretty sure that's a mating term.
Well, I was screen sharing to everyone, I guess. So.
Yep.
That was the case.
I'm pretty sure you were sticking your ass in the air and shaking your feathers.
Yeah, I was presenting myself. I was trying to swoon you off your feet.
Expanding your gullet.
Yeah. I came in at the wrong time, I guess. I walked into my gun shop, and then 4 other people walked in, trying to pick up their silencers and suppressors. So we had there was a longer wait for my background check to go through, which I have no problem. Just browse along more. But these guys came in, and they bought four different guys came in, and they picked up all their suppressors at the same time. And I was like wondering, whoa, man! I'm like, they must have the ATF must have sent them all out at once or something, But I was asking.
I think at times the ATF must do it. It's like, yeah, this week we're going to handle suppressors, and 6 months later, okay, this week we're going to handle suppressors.
One guy was super rich because he didn't even know what kind of suppressor he bought. I'm like, oh, what kind of suppressor did you get? Oh, I got a Gemtech, and the guy's like, you got a silencer code? Like the guy handling the paperwork, the guy that was doing the background check. I'm like, oh yeah, silencer code. I'm like, dang, how could you not spend that much money and not know what you got?
Well, some people have more money than sense.
Mm-hmm. And then one guy came in, and I don't know what he got. And then I was looking at the Surefire Monster. That's it. That's the suppressor I want to get. It's like $1,400. So.
Well, I thought Dano was finishing his business there for a second.
Well, that's my dog. I gotta let him out. I'll be right back, guys.
Hey, I wasn't actually watching the computer screen. I was trying to figure out what Phobos is trying to do. He's just pissed that Marlo's underneath the covers.
Well, I took I have two Glocks. I took both of them today to my local gun store, who I'm on pretty good terms with.
Gun shop.
Yep. Just did a complete strip of all the components and did one of those polish jobs. Well, it took me probably about 45 minutes, per gun to do the parts, just taking my time, not trying to rush it.
Which is more than, 45 seconds is your normal time.
45 seconds?
To do a polish job.
Oh, gotcha.
Not as funny when you have to explain it.
Gotcha. But put them both back together, and they just have the standard dot connectors. That has to do with the trigger pull. And I noticed absolutely no difference whatsoever. Now, because this is a gun store, I went out front then, pulled off the shelf two brand new Glocks. One was a Glock 21, which is the 45 caliber, and then I pulled off a Glock 34, which is their competition gun, which comes with the minus connector instead of the dot connector. Minus just means it's a pound less. Instead of 5.5 pounds, it's supposed to be 4.5 pounds. And compared, again, my two triggers, both used, to two brand new ones. Again, no difference to me whatsoever that I could tell. Then I had the guy that was at the gun store with me. I had him, pull the trigger multiple times on both my guns as well as the new guns. See if what his impression was, and his impression was the exact same thing as mine. So I was a lot of work.
No result.
About twice a year, I do a complete strip down just for parts inspection purposes to make sure there's nothing that's starting to bend or crack or whatever. And of course, while I have it stripped, it's a lot easier to clean it that way. But I figured as long as I was going to do it anyway, I might as well go ahead and try one of these polish jobs that I've heard so much about over the years as being a way to smooth out your Glock. Well, at least in my circumstance, and of course, these things are mass-produced, just like hamburgers out of McDonald's. No two, although they're all very similar, no two are identical. And at least in my case, I was not able to tell the difference between polished and not polished.
So I had a very old and very competent gunsmith say that I don't remember where the knowledge originally came from or the quote comes from, but I'm sure it's a famous gunsmith. But the quote is that it's any good trigger job is the equivalent of like 10,000 trigger pulls. So I've never ever done anything to any trigger or connectors or anything in any of my guns, and I've never ever had a problem. Anytime that anything was gritty or didn't have the proper break or anything, it eventually wore in, and I was completely happy with it.
Both these guns have a lot of rounds downrange. The one has over 5,000 rounds, and
that's why you didn't notice a difference, because they were already polished.
And the other one had over 3,000 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was nothing for them to do, really.
So,
if anything, they made the parts smaller, but still the same amount of polish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect because I've never tried any ones that was already polished that I had expectations of, other than I expected it to be something better than what it was. But that's Huck. That's a good explanation of maybe why I didn't notice anything.
Well, and then compared to the new ones, I mean, they just might have been really nice, clean-cut parts compared to like some guns. I mean, my Glock was really, 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 really smooth when I picked it up, but compared to one that's been through a bunch of professional matches, and I have no explanation for it other than mine was done really well. Like it was cleaned very, very uniformly and smooth.
Right. And the other thing is that, you discover a lot of tool marks that you would never ever see unless you polish a part, and then all of a sudden you can see the tool marks from when the part was originally made.
Oh yeah.
That all of a sudden literally shine. Because these parts polish like a mirror finish.
I've bought swords before that were supposedly zero edge, which is one continuous sharp angle, and then they looked perfectly fine. Even handling them, they looked fine. And then I took a piece of sandpaper to them and started polishing them, and you could see the angle was rounded and kind of. There were 3 different angles instead of one solid angle. It's easily hidden by finish or polish or bead blasting or anything like that.
Right. But like I said, for me it was just an experiment. I didn't think it would hurt anything. I knew it wasn't going to get worse. I had nothing to lose. I figured, well, why not give it a shot? I mean, I was satisfied with the triggers as they were already. And the only reason I mention this is for other people out there that may be considering, I get a Glock, I need to hurry up and do that polish job. Well, maybe yes and maybe no. And I'm only passing along, 2 data points, which does not make a trend.
The only 2 guns I've ever actually suggested people do that on are the PF9 and the 1911s. Like the lower dollar, like Rock Islands and Llamas and so on.
Right.
A gun that is going to have feeding issues, just by design.
Right. And for anybody listening, what I used was Flitz polish and Dremel on its lowest possible speed. And lots of time and taking my time.
Have you polished your AK yet or no?
No.
Yeah, I had to polish mine. I was getting some bolt hang up on it. So I polished it, and after I polished it, it's worked 100% since then.
See, that's a perfect example of when you should do some work on it. Personally, mine runs fine, and I want it to polish naturally. I want the parts that rub to polish away. I want the spots that hang up to polish away naturally. I don't want to go in there and polish it myself and maybe take down a spot that's already writing perfect.
And that was for that Yugo underfolder, but then like my Wasser, it came out of the box shooting fine, and I was like, should I polish my whatever since I know how to do polished whatever the Yugo AK? I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, my Yugo underfolder, the bolt, if I pull it back slowly and then move it forward slowly, it does have a point that it wants to catch, but if I rack it normally, it never catches. So that's why I figured, why bother polishing it? As long as you use it normally and it doesn't catch, I don't really have a problem. Because moving it slowly is not normal operation.
Sorry for dead air. I'm munching on a leftover. My sister just went to the mall, and they, like right before they close, they always have like the pretzels that are like $1 each. And now I'm eating one of those pretzels with like a pepperoni all over it. But so I feel like I just checked Instagram today, and I feel like today or this month was strip receiver September because I just bought one, and then sorry. So I bought a receiver, and then I just see that Ralph bought one, and then DB bought one. Come on, Aaron.
I bought one like a couple of
Was
months
that
ago.
desktop? Was that desktop? Did I share desktop? Was this press?
No, my dog just knocked over my rifle on the bed.
And then it shot into your ceiling?
The dog top? That's even better.
No, my bet's still on Chris. No offense, Chris.
TV's got to get one of his little tiny dogs shoot that little revolver.
The NAA arms.
I almost shot myself with that thing. So
Yeah.
I don't need a dog.
One other point is when I did polish it, I did not change any of the geometry of the parts. I did not remove any material.
What about the trigonometry?
What? What's polishing then? Isn't that removing burrs and cleaning it up?
Well, in other words, Ballistic Expansion used a set of stones to do his. I did not.
You used a power tool.
Well, I could use that, or I could use a Q-tip. The difference was time.
I gotta go on my feelings about using Dremels on you.
Yeah, I just bought a Dremel tool, and I bought the polishing kit, and it came like just like one of those buffing wheels. So I just used the regular buffing. I didn't use any hard metal ones or the
Right.
metal brush or the wire brush or whatever it is. I just used the regular buffing wheel and just some polishing compound.
I remember those are like 5,000 RPM a minute. So think about that.
So there's a really cool solution to that. Very commonly available sewing machine foot pedals or RPM control.
But the the tool marks, the polish will not remove because it doesn't take that kind of material off.
It will.
And so that's why.
Forever. I mean, it would take so long that you'd have to work on it every night for a few hours for weeks.
And I guess that's the point I'm trying to stress is the polish job I did was the kind that does not remove tool marks. It simply makes the surface very smooth. But you can still see all the tool marks from the original machine.
What you'll do is you'll clean the grooves and the lands and the plateaus and stuff, and polish up the edges so that there's less fewer corners to catch on.
Exactly. And I guess people do have different opinions, and that's fine. I guess I just don't consider that modifying a trigger. And I realize some people do, and it's like favorite color. It's like if your favorite color is blue, it's blue.
Working on this guy tonight. Mosaic stones. There you go.
Ooh, that's gonna look nice.
Yeah, it's not polished up yet, but it'll be pretty nice. Multiple different types of stones. I'm also going to do kind of a fat boy design. Okay, it's got a nice thick scale set.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of stones in there.
Oh yeah, there's at least 15, 20 different kinds of stone.
So DB, what are you gonna make that little receiver into?
A paperweight.
Oh, nice. Same here.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna actually do a pinata, like
It's either going to be a paperweight or a remote control for my television.
I'm worried that if you use that as a pinata, then a child might hit it and it might fall off of the string and then hurt a child. And I'm worried about the child.
I'm sorry. I'll change it. I'll make it into a flower pot. How about that? Give me one.
I can't think of a way a child could get hurt.
Pez dispenser.
I can.
If I use
You
a
want to know
cactus
how
plant,
that's going to do it? There's going to be a bee flying around that flower. The kid's going to go stick his nose in the flower to smell it. He's going to get stung.
Or yeah.
the bee's gonna see the little receiver and it gets
die
violent.
all because of that.
What if it's one of them dandelion sniffing children?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna right now. I'm gonna color fill it in the pictographs on it. Yeah, but I might get it Cerakoted, so I don't know.
So let's say that you had a month worth of activities to plan around a particular model of firearm?
Yeah.
What kind of activities would you plan?
Ooh, I would take a lot of snapshots of the said model
Well, that we got
or
covered. But
product.
let's say you wanted to have giveaways or something. What kind of cool ways could you give away stuff?
Give away that clock. Well, I know you're talking about clocks, so give away the gun, give away the block.
Oh yeah.
Carve one out
It's a
of
good
wood
guy.
and give away a
It's a good guy with a gun.
give away a wooden block and make one out of Legos and then give that away because you're really.
Have like trivia, like so. I would do.
What would you do then, Quirk? You'd have a dilemma. You'd want it because it's made of Legos, but then you wouldn't want it because it's a clock.
Because the gripping
Well, here's the thing, G-Webs. Once I get a gun back, I can sit there and put it out the range and shoot a Glock. Literally shoot.
You
a
would
Glock.
shoot a Lego Glock?
Yes.
That'd be cool. What model Glock
See,
would you?
you've gone past the point of dislike to the point of prejudice.
What model Glock would you shoot?
That's
This is
Glockism.
old.
What model
This is
Glock would you shoot at? Cork? What model Glock would you make then shoot?
Well, you do know some of those Lego Glocks actually do fire little
Yeah.
Lego bullets.
Some little kid spent probably hours putting that thing together. You're just gonna shoot.
Or
I
some
would-
sad 35-year-old man.
Yeah, but I would have.
Yep.
I would just have like Glock trivia. Like when was the first Glock introduced? Like blah blah blah, blah like that stuff.
The cool
Yeah.
antique electrician's knife I picked up. The old piece.
So what did I got confused there for a second. Giveaways. How did we get on that subject?
Glocktober.
Because I need to come up with 30 days worth of exciting events.
Glocktober events.
So October 1st, right? Starting with October 1st.
October 1st.
Let's say we started on October 1st. Sure.
Okay.
Well, give away
Theoretically.
orange grip tape.
I thought
Orange grip tape, so you can have some. You can have your Halloween gun.
Lock knives are cheap.
I thought you were set that that's not the direction you ever wanted to take your channel.
There's also a bunch of different types of Glock
I'm
knives.
saying my channel's doing it. I'm just saying I'm helping coordinate it.
Yep, Glock knives, always good. You
Also,
won't see a bad mouth of Glock knife.
The
about
holsters
one a
and
week?
pouches,
I
I
mean-
mean, those are like $10, $12 a piece.
Yeah, those Glock holsters are fucking awesome too.
And the mag pouch is the same thing. I mean, they're like $8, $10.
I mean, all that Glock stuff out there, stickers, patches,
Well,
Membership.
let's just say-
chains, tools.
GSSF memberships? Is that
well,
a prize?
we know all the stuff that has Glock on it. I'm saying, what can we do as an event that we more than just the same old, same old?
How about
could have-
if you
we
can
could
prove
have,
you join GSSF, like you get entered into a raffle?
I can cut a Glock symbol out of silver.
We can like do a best Glock off picture. Like have viewers or subscribers take the picture of their own Glocks and
I'm thinking I'll do that for sure. That
Pictures,
sounds like
yeah.
it works. Yeah.
I might have an extra Glock bag I might be willing to give out. I have 2 now. My bed's messy.
If you can prove you bought a Glock during Glocktober, this coming Glocktober.
Ooh.
Like if you can scan a receipt or just take a picture of the receipt, get entered in a
So I can steal your
giveaway or
symbol.
something.
And then I could get all their credit card numbers, so I like that.
Ooh.
Of course,
So I get the
duh.
serial number and just say the stolen.
Paying cash, bro.
Paying food stamps, bro.
EBT, bro.
Do you take 5 gun as payment? Or Trident layers as payment?
TMI gang.
You were holding up.
Was that?
What was that you were holding up on the camera before you turned it off?
It's a mini small Glock bag that you can use as a range bag.
Shit.
It's the one the chick takes to the range in the Glock commercial.
It's when I get really angry, I put my Glock in there and I smack people across the face with it.
Oh, that's what's up.
So it's too small to be a range bag. It's just a replacement for the Tupperware.
You can fit a a full size gun in here.
Hey, I have a good idea.
Mags.
50 rounds at the range. That's a range bag
But
for
this-
somebody that's just going to practice.
Yeah, a
Just
lot of
going to
guys.
keep
I have
their
a good
skills up.
idea for a contest too. If you hate Glocks, like people like Chris and Cork and stuff, like
I
You know,
you
don't
can,
hate
No, I'm
Glocks.
serious.
Everybody says that to me. I don't hate
You
Glocks.
hate
I
the
don't
grip.
hate
Glocks are
You
just
just
not
hate the
friendly.
company of the guns and the people, and anybody likes it.
Well, no,
And I
listen.
hate
Okay, so
talking
maybe not
about
Cork.
Glocks. That's the thing.
A lot of people do though. So we come up with we pick the best reason why you hate Glock. So like 10 people enter that. Like whoever has the best reason to not own a Glock in Glocktober, they could win something.
I'm
So
done with
people,
that. And then they'd be
even-
like conflicted, like, "Oh, I'm winning something, but it's Glock oriented."
Yeah. The number one reason you don't own a Glock, and then
Yeah, as long as
whoever we get voted on
Yeah,
the
But
best.
then I fear that they would get the Glock merchandise and then be mean to it because of their hatred of Glocks.
Well,
put
I
it
can
on
always
World
smash whenever I win with a hammer.
Yeah, see,
Glock
exactly.
hammers.
And then Glock would be real happy, like, "Hey, thanks for
They might not like it.
feeding the flames of hatred for a month."
No, I'm serious. I think it's a good idea. But it's my idea. But like seriously,
it's
if
an
you
inferiority
scan a
complex.
receipt,
You get entered in a raffle or something.
Of course, that's your 1%er idea because you're going to be buying Glocks every day anyway.
I'm not gonna. I don't
So
buy them.
my Glock, my local Glock dealer had a 17L, and I was gonna go buy it, and now it's gone. It's sold.
Yeah.
No.
I was thinking of like, I don't know, doing like putting a Glock. What's a Glock thing that everybody could have, like a sticker maybe, and then like
T-shirt.
taking a
hat.
picture of it
Keychain?
Yeah,
somewhere.
a Glock patch. Ooh.
Yeah, some like, even if you draw a letter G or something, I don't know, something like that, so that people
Tattoo.
get out maybe at their range. I don't know.
Oh, I have a perfect
what
idea.
Glock would
Whoever gets a fucking tattoo, a Glock tattoo, any kind of
Backwards
Glock,
tattoo.
I'll get a
and
Glock.
like the logo, the G, or
Oh,
like
yeah, for
anything
sure.
Glock tattoo oriented, they win. They automatically win.
You
Like,
wanna
like
play
that
Glock, right?
keychain,
I mean, right
keychain.
now.
They win the Glock that is tattooed onto their arm or body
That'd be
part,
cool.
per se.
That would be awesome.
I'm just thinking some ice. Hold on.
I got a fucking
Oh,
rubber
my
ducky tattooed on me. I don't give a shit.
Rubber chicken, you said?
No, I have a rubber ducky tattooed on him.
Yeah.
I get the Glock symbol.
Have you
I'll
seen
do
those
it.
Have you seen those people who have like the appendix tattoo of guns on there? Get a Glock.
My older brother has a Metal Gear Solid tattoo. That's one of the worst.
I've seen some porn chicks that have revolvers in that area.
Oh yeah,
I've seen a lot of
Rihanna.
Rihanna. I've seen a lot
She
of
does.
people like
She has a tattoo of a gun on her
the
hip.
gun models. A lot of them, a few of them have those.
I'm just gonna say the one I've seen was two 6-shooters aimed right at the vajayjay.
Mm-hmm.
Glock symbol on the cheek, just like stitches.
Oh, man. You win, no matter what. if you can do that, you win.
When you said cheek, I was thinking of the other side.
I'll hand forge a Glock brand, and whoever gets that.
Dude, I will get Gaston Glock's face tattooed on my forearm, and then I'll just tell
No,
people.
get
it's
it.
like,
You gotta have Gaston Glock.
Forehead.
I'll tell people it's my
You gotta have
dad.
him- You gotta have him dual wielding two like G18s, and it says perfection on the bottom.
What else can we do?
I'll get
Shoots. You can do one of those postal
Symbol
matches too.
tattooed on my ass.
Ooh, postal match. There you go.
Yeah,
now we're
postal
talking
match.
outside the box. A Glock a non-official postal GSSF match kind of thing.
With a special target or something.
Yeah, you have to draw a picture of a SIG or an HK.
It's like when you go.
Or
Have you
1911.
ever gone to the fair where
And
you?
then you have to shoot through the trigger guard because you don't want to hurt the other gun.
So do you know?
Unless you draw a Caltech, then it's okay.
Have you seen like when you guys go to the fair, like the state fair or whatever, they have like the little BB gun with the red star, and you put the shoot out the red star. Yeah, shoot out the SIG or the HK or whatever.
Mm-mm. No, I'm trying to think now.
That was a good one. Who thought of the postal shoot? Good job, baby.
$33 a good price for Glock Factory 33 round mags.
Yeah.
I can get you right now for 25. Let me go link it.
For a 33 rounder, Kisson?
Hell yeah.
Really? But is
That's
it a
good price,
Glock
too.
or
Do
is
they take
it?
PayPal?
It's Korean made. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no.
I'm just joking. I'm
Glock
just
30.
joking. Yeah, I will find it for you.
Honestly, I'd rather have 17s to be perfectly honest.
Okay, I'll find it for you too.
I don't know how you're
I
going to
got
find
you.
a 33 round mag for cheaper than the factory standard mags are.
I know people.
Okay. Used or what?
Brand new.
Brand new. Okay.
He just has to go to Chinatown and he's got it made.
I have my Korean people, and we just engraved
Cheapest
them.
I ever saw was $33.
$29.99 right here. Bam.
Yeah, they're on
Boom.
a forum.
$29.99, and then let me get you the 17s for $26.
Why are they more money for the regular rounds?
At 26, and then $29.99.
What's a 26 rounder?
No, 17. The 17 for 26. The regular ones. The regular 17s.
Right. Oh, for $26.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Glock mags are cheap. $26? It's getting up there.
That's pretty good.
These
When they
guys
go-
take PayPal?
Yeah, I think so. They should. These are this is the local gun shop I bought my low receiver from. So these are cool guys, and they have the 10-pack, which brings it down to I think $24.99 for each 33 rounder you get, but you buy 10 at bulk.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap though when you compare it to HK mags or.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sig.
Like
My
They're-
Sig mags were like 30 or 40. No, they're 40. I think 38. I buy Mechars. They're like 30.
Shit, Keltec PF9 mags are like 28, 35, something like that.
yeah.
I think mine are
I
45.
bought mine. I have 8 17 rounders, and I bought 5 of them for $20 each.
I've got a whole bunch of block mags I bought used, and I just replaced the springs. I still ended up paying less than $15 a piece for them, and they're all in new condition. But I mean, now that they have new springs, they're in new condition.
I used to get, when I had a 1911, I was buying Wilson Combat mags for those things. Those were like $30 for 1911 mags. 25, $30.
Yeah, they're about I have 2 for the Kimber. And then I have one of those those Pro Mag 10 rounders? I got for like 15.
What else for Glock stuff?
Real Glock events.
The rear slide plate.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So I have that change it out in one of my guns because it's from that local gun shop and they have one.
I don't have one. I've been wanting one that's aluminum but just flat black with no designs or anything on
no.
it. I can't find one.
A metal replacement.
Wow, Scotland voted no, so just in case you were curious.
I thought they weren't going to announce it till the morning.
It is the morning over there at 6 o'clock.
Yep. So is there going to be rioting going on over in Scotland?
No, everyone. I
We're going
mean,
to get out the Haggis and start throwing it at people?
it's good to
Scotland
go.
won what?
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Wait, did I miss-
What is the Glock lube, man? That Glock factory lube that's like a copper grease or something. I want some, so tell them to send it over.
You want
Get it
some
up here.
Hold on.
what?
Matt V posted a video of it.
That's not. I don't think that was the exact stuff that they use, but yeah, it's probably the same shit. It's like copper anti-seize grease or something.
Yeah.
He had a tub of it with a brush. But I've
Don't
seen
you
it.
think that's how
I've
they
seen it in
fire
Glock.
it?
They have like tubes of it.
You just wanted to lube your gun up so it's easier to colon carry.
The clip drop.
Oh yeah. I just want to be like, look, it's brand new. It has the copper grease in it, even though it's like 5 years old.
There you go.
Yeah, baby. Is someone from Glock gonna come in and hang out during Glocktober? Or no?
I'm trying to get a couple of different interviews, so we're seeing. I don't know.
There's a chick
It's a
over
big
there.
deal.
She's cool as hell, man. When I took the armors class, I forgot her name, Mary or something like that.
Oh yeah, Mary's the main. I think she's the main receptionist. because the guy told me to talk to Mary. Like,
Oh
here's
no,
my number.
not her. She's like a regional sales
away
director
from
or
those.
something.
Well, because a lot of the courses up here in Washington are mostly for police officers and like LE. So I asked them about it, and they're like, "Oh, we could totally get you into one of those. You just call me at so and so, and I'll get you to one of the girls, and she'll take care of you." And then it's like, ask for. I think he said Mary.
Mary. Why?
You know what's going to happen as soon as Stone Guy gets in the chat? It's going to go downhill fast. You're going to scare him away.
Hey. Oh. How about Glock tools? They're cheap as prizes. They're cool stuff.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need about prizes. He needs ideas.
All right.
Let's do this. Then we could do. Why don't we do one that's like, or Gio, why don't you do one that's like, why did you choose a Glock? Like,
shush now. I'll punch you in the face.
A reason
isn't
why
that
you got.
the answer to that question though? Because it's perfection according to everybody from Glock.
You might not like his idea, but you don't have to threaten him.
Yeah, don't threaten me.
No, I was talking to my dog. I'm gonna get a Switch.
I got a question for the Glock owners.
Hashtag Adrian Peterson.
Do you guys already know the little trick that I just learned the other day on how to disassemble and reassemble the striker spring cups without having to use a third hand by using the slide itself?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Even I know what he's
Dano
talking
disassembles
about.
down to the armorer's level and takes out his spring cups.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what I did so I could get the backside of the striker for the polishing job. And
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, DB, you may know it
What?
because of the course you
That's
took.
armor, you're not allowed to say.
But you take the striker and you insert it backwards
Yeah,
in
and then you
the
push down.
back of the slide. And then you push down on the spring.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
But it also makes it 100 times. Taking them out is never a big deal, but it's putting them back in that's a bitch.
Oh, I know. I know.
And but using that same method by inserting it in backwards and turning it 90 degrees so it doesn't go all the way in, it kind of acts like a holder. Then you can push down on that spring to put the cups back in place.
Gotcha.
And it made it so much easier.
Yeah, Huck, I'm trying to find you a black back plate, but I can't find one.
I just assumed that they showed you guys stuff like that at Armorer's class.
I can find pink
They
ones.
did. They showed us about taking the cups out and putting them back
blue ones,
in.
red
They were a
ones,
pain in the
but not
ass.
black ones.
I mean,
And you really never need to do it. So, I mean, the guy was even saying, like, you really never need to do this stuff. I mean,
Some of that stuff, not only do you not do it, like by doing it, you're ruining it. Like you're supposed to put a new one in each time. It's like $8 and you've misshaped it. Cause not that, but like the channel or whatever.
Yeah, he definitely was just like, we're going to
Did
show
you
you
read your
this.
manual?
I have it somewhere. But, I mean,
No,
the
not
guy
you.
said it.
Dano,
No.
Dano, the
did I
culprit.
read my manual?
Yeah.
Voided your warranty, man. Shame
Yeah,
on
you
you.
just avoided your warranty. You have
Don't mention it to anybody
I'm
else.
not concerned about it.
He says it right on the internet, right in front of everybody.
Well, the reason I'm not concerned
Right in
about it
front
is
of Gadsden and everybody.
Ooh.
I have that level of reliability in my two pistols that it's not a concern.
Oh, I found one. I found one for you, Huck.
Yeah, because I heard Gaston's getting these chats translated to him before he does the final approval.
Yep. Translated quickly into Austrian using Google technology.
I just saw that last Keltec chat, so I'm pretty sure he's into this.
I mean, if I had just bought it, I probably wouldn't do it.
Just bought what?
If I had just bought, one of my pistols, I wouldn't strip it down that far, maybe.
My name's not Chris.
What did he say? I think at the class, the guy was like, the maritime spring cups. He was like, they shoot, so your Glock can shoot underwater.
Don't tell Dano what they're for. Come on.
And then the guy was like, "Let me
Let all our armor secrets.
let me fill you in on something. Your Glock will shoot underwater too, or something."
Dude, it has nothing to do with that's simplistic. Then you didn't have a good armor. We had Dennis Tuller. You ever heard of the
Oh,
Tuller
wow.
drill, the 21-foot rule? Yeah, Dennis
Yes.
Tuller has been my instructor twice now, and it's not about it being able to fire underwater. It's about being able to drain. So when you come out of the water in a stealthy mode for like a black op, that water can drain out of the channel.
Gotcha.
So it's going to work.
So let me ask you guys the questions that have taken the armorer's class. Since I have no problem assembling and disassembling it down to its most minute parts, other than the camaraderie of getting together with like-minded guys and hearing
The
some
hookers.
stories,
I know where the answer is
what
hookers.
I learned in taking an armorer's course.
You get to buy stuff straight from.
No, you get to
Come
not
on,
void
man.
your warranty.
Yeah,
and
come on. On
so
the surface or the
you
quick
can
answer?
order parts. Well, I mean, it's
another one.
expensive.
No, that's two things. That's two good reasons, yes. But more than that, come on. What do you? I don't know. Would you ever told us what you do for a living? But I mean, would you take apart your car and then put it back together and like see how the seatbelt works and put all that back together, or take apart your cell phone and put it all back together? I mean, just because you can doesn't mean it's designed to, and you should. So I think if Glock says you shouldn't go in there, then you just shouldn't go in there. Some things are better left to the experts.
It's not,
Yeah, I think so.
There's the
I think
world of difference between an auto mechanic and taking apart a basic handgun.
I'm not supposed to say this, Dan, on a live chat, but basically, when they put you in a dark room, blindfolded, and they hang you upside down, and you detail strip the Glock, and then a hooker, if you can do it, a hooker comes in the room if you can do it successfully. And
And then
she's
you have
yours
to
for
detail
2
strip
hours.
the hooker also.
Yeah, she detail strips herself, I think. No, but really, the real reason why I did it was because every gun I own, every handgun I owned at that point was a Glock. I didn't own anything else except like a revolver or something like that. And, just don't want to void my warranty. Ordering parts is cool, and then I can be an armorer for someone else too. So, all my family owns Glocks.
Exactly.
My girlfriend. So any one of their guns has a problem, I can fix it, call them up, and then order the part that needs to be.
That's a benefit and a credential. But then again, we sit there for 8 hours. I mean, we're not watching movies. They're telling us for 8 hours all the stuff that they've dealt with their firearms. So they give you a manual, and sure, you can go get some version of it, but that's just like somebody. It's not even like somebody who just takes a book to the library or from the library shelf and photocopies it, then takes that photocopy home, because you're not even getting the same thing. You're getting the experience of the instructor and all the hands-on that you would get in the class. So as far as taking it apart and putting it back together.
So also, I don't know if you have thought about this, but I don't know, because probably you guys already have different careers, but wouldn't that be a good credential for you if you want to go work at a gun shop or something else?
Yeah.
Think about
Just in
it.
general life. I mean, most of the time you tell a chick about that.
Glock certified.
Boom, panty dropper.
That's the other thing. I was looking for a part-time job at a gun shop.
Card, so they go down.
When I was looking for a part-time job at a gun shop, I thought that would help, honestly, but it didn't because I didn't get the job.
If you want to get a
Okay,
job,
here's another thing. Is there a Smith & Wesson armorer's course? Yes. Is there a SIG? I think so. Is there a Colt? There is. But try to get into any of those. Try to get into any of those. Any of them. And anybody can get into a Glock one. Just pay $35 to be in the GSSF. Now you get the cool magazine. You're in the GSSF club. And then you also have the benefit of being able to take an armorer's class. And again, this is a company this was a guy who wasn't Beretta, who's one of the oldest companies on the planet, and they know how to make guns, and every gun you get from Beretta is the same gun from 1910 with different size proportions so that it's just the bullet that they want to put through at this time. And then sometimes they whittle on a new part or a new accessory depending on what the trends are. And they know how to sell guns, and they're selling guns. In 1980, right? 1982 or something, Glock was making curtain rods. He was just a dude. So he's just a businessman, and he decided, I'm going to make a gun. So everything about the Glock is designed to be a modern gun or whatever, and that means everything about the company is designed to, service that goal to be the best modern gun. So Yeah, people make fun of it or whatever, but they're Smith and Wesson. It's just another one of their guns. They make ARs. They make all kinds of stuff. It's just a gun to them. Every gun is just a gun to them. Glock makes one thing. So the fact that they're have an armorer's course, okay, that's that's you could just look at it as they have an armorer's course, but it also means that they give a damn about their gun enough to constantly paint. I mean, how many versions of that armorer's course are there now? They constantly update that thing's current information. If there's something going on, they track it. And you hear about all these little like, oh, there's this, there's that, there's this. Why? Because Glock pays attention to that stuff. That's why that stuff's out there, and why it doesn't become a long-time trend in Glock's, a blip in history. So you can blow it off as a pointless thing, but I think it's pretty cool to be able to not void my warranties on my guns. And Glock has a great warranty, and all the stuff that GB just said.
I think you're really misunderstanding me if you think I'm blowing it off.
Oh, you're hating on it.
You're hating on it. You're about to be like quarter.
No,
I mean,
honestly,
isn't there-
I live like about 10 minutes from there, so it would be retarded for me not to do.
There's 3 courses, right?
You're
There's
nonchalant. See, that's the two extremes.
There's a basic armor course, an advanced armor course, and then there's also an instructor, right? You can instruct courses, I guess, right?
Well, I think the advanced one, you have to be in law enforcement. I'm not sure. But I know the basic pistol one is for GSSF people.
Friday somewhere? Damn it.
I mean, I view part of being a prepper, which is part of who I am, is being able to service my own equipment.
Yeah.
I would take a SIG one if it was easy.
And to be an asset to your community, and to be able to know how to maintain all the different, or the gun that's the most common amongst people you might encounter.
If it was so easy, I would love to take the.
I would take You seen like Mad Max, and they're all like.
I mean, I didn't take
like
CPR.
a big crowd of people trying to kill you, and then somebody's gonna snap you like, he's a Glock armorer. We can't let him die.
I would love to take an M&P class or a SIG class. I don't even own those guns.
So I could save myself when I'm having a heart attack. I took CPR so I could save someone else.
I did. I took ACPR. It's all techniques to save yourself only.
One of the benefits of being a Glock armorer too is like Daniel that you're actually retired, is you can obviously maybe try to get a job at a gun shop, a part time.
I think we said that already. But
yeah,
I said that.
There.
Also, you could just spend $200 and just pay for the course just to go there and have fun.
What I like is you're able
Well,
to.
it's actually $490.
You're able to not use the warranty.
Mine's $199.
How is your? I paid $500 almost. So I don't know why yours is $199.
When I go look at registration, it says $199.
Yeah,
For what?
No.
For a basic Glock armorer's course.
Glock armorer's course costs $100.
When you're in Cambodia, they give you, because the U.S. fucked up orders, they give you a break.
Oh, maybe I didn't spend $500. I don't know. I thought it was like almost $400.
No, it's
For
only
your
like
Glock armorer's course is $100.
It's like $100.
100?
Yeah. Mine's like $199.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was $199.
No,
Yeah, but it probably was $199.
Mine was $199.
I'm just gonna drop James Yeager's name, and I want it for free, right away. Bam.
No, I'm not training. I'm only going to train with Travis Haley from now on because he's top tier.
What? I thought Graham was the cool one now.
No, he's not tier 1. I'm in a tier 1. He's tier 2 or something.
The Edge 4006 Shopping Network.
I'm only going to train with Larry Vickers and Hackathorn.
Go train with those Russian guys with Larry Vickers.
They're like tier 10.
Well, let me boil it down to what I've heard from you guys. If you want to get in the gun industry, it's helpful to have the credentials. Not void your warranty. That's a positive.
Of yours and everyone you meet, yes.
Right. Well, yeah. Period. And there was a third thing somebody mentioned.
You get to buy
Parts.
straight from.
Oh yeah. Buy
All the
parts
perks and benefits.
Yes.
Barrels too. Like you can buy all types of shit for cheap.
You get all the hot chicks, like, dude, over to gun shop.
Springs, followers. You just call them up like, hey, I need a spring follower for a mag, plates.
That was
all
basically
that shit.
my question. Was just what are the things? You guys named the 3 things. You called me a hater, and now I want to leave.
I didn't say you were a hater at all.
There's like 8 things, and you're a hater.
I mean, if I was a hater, why would I want to do all this stuff to my own guns?
Oh no, I didn't.
Well,
I
no,
wouldn't
that's
say
a whole
that.
other subject.
You're
The Glock Armor's course isn't like a 1911. Let's grab some files and turn on the radio and start filing on our gun. It's not that at all. It's why the gun works as is and how to keep it in warranty and in spec and how to replace parts. You don't fix anything like that. I mean, I don't know what I assume that you'd maybe had gone through some sort of copy of an armorer's course or something, or an online version or something.
I mean, I can learn how to do one trigger.
I can definitely see an advantage of them showing you where parts are likely to begin to fracture, so you can catch it before it actually breaks.
Diagnostics, yeah, they do that.
Yes, that would be a real advantage. Like, if whether you're looking at a plunger safety.
Glocks don't break, sir.
Well, and then not theoretically either, but in the history of Glocks, this is what you need to look for, and this is what you look for. Yeah.
Like I have a plunger safety where the plating is actually starting to separate from the safety plunger. I mean, but how to?
That's because you're limp wristing it.
I was gonna say, and that's because you're taking it apart that many times.
We're also able to diagnose everything.
Well, no, this is the surface that contacts the internal mechanism. That surface is the one it's not all gone. It's just
classical limp wristing. You can fix it by not
of course, the ammo you're shooting.
Will not fail whatsoever.
Okay. So either the ammo or your wrist. So you pick one. You flip a coin.
And then we learn how to flip the coin right, so that we know each time what it is.
I have a follow-up question.
I've been to Glock headquarters so many times, dude, and when they come out of you're in a waiting room waiting for the Glock armor to come back to tell you what's wrong with your gun. And you have a 50% chance they're going to come out and tell you, and they don't know how to tell you. It's sort of like a doctor delivering bad news to a patient. It's like
about 4 hours of the class is how to counsel.
Wrist. He's like, sometimes some people's wrists just aren't as strong as other people's wrists.
Exactly.
That's
a lot of times those guys on TV, they just have fake wrists. They're airbrushed.
Let me ask you guys who have a Glock.
What's your follow-up?
An actual question. Are you ready for a serious question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. In words, I have always found it difficult to explain to people who have not fired Glocks before what limp wristing is. The best thing that I've ever been able to do is if I ask them to shake my hand and then resist me as I try to pivot their hand up and down at the wrist, to actually resist that movement, that's what they want to do.
Did you watch Magic Mike?
They throw like a girl. It might not be politically correct, but most people know what you're talking about when you say throw like a girl.
Well, I mean, because limp wristing, people think it's like, well, you're not grabbing it tight enough. Well, that's not really the truth.
Well, no, it's not. And another thing is that it's hard to explain it this way, but you could be holding it in a vice, but if you bring that vice back during the recoil process in a quick enough motion, and I think a lot of it has to do with that, with the anticipation of recoil and sort of like, you know what it is? It's like when you're a kid and you play whatever with a gun, like boom, 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 and you do this fake recoil thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do it. It's like they're doing a fucking fake recoil kind of thing. They're exaggerating it themselves.
Well, if you haven't been told not to do that, then you might think that that's part of it or something. You don't know that there's a technique that isn't going to help you.
And it's
your wrists get weak at that one point. At that time.
Well, when you shoot a revolver,
syndrome also is a sign of your hand just in your strike, your hand just breaks to the right a little bit, and that's what you're going to do.
It's all good.
I've been using.
Whenever I hear Edge talk, there's a little bell.
Yeah, I just heard that bell too. I was wondering what that was.
So lately, I've been shooting. I've been using my my first knuckle, finger on there, and that's been causing me to shoot high lat. When I use instead of just using the tip of my finger, my index finger, I've been using my.
Aren't you supposed to shoot with the pad of your finger?
Yeah, I haven't been shooting with the pad of my finger.
Depends what gun it is.
And I've noticed
Depends on how much instruction you've had.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
I noticed that I've been shooting
myself,
a
but I didn't know if you're told to pad your fingers.
Yeah.
Execute the shot, not.
Well, how about this? How about this? There is long-range precision shooting, correct? There is fast acquisition bird shotgun shooting, right? There's pistol shooting. There's derringers. There's revolvers. We spend an infinite amount of time talking about the various differences and all that. Why would we think that every trigger is the same?
They aren't.
Blow your mind? That blow your mind?
Because I'm the edge.
Super blow your mind. I'll tell you.
That's why if an instructor tells you this is the way to do something, then that's just.
I had
I
four
noticed
different
this.
today that had 4 different variations of the same trigger.
I mean, you're going to
100%
use them
true.
all differently, so.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm just validating your point.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I guess maybe another way too is you could say there's different kind of motorcycles. You ride them all, but you're going to sit differently on the different types of motorcycles. You're going to use different triggers
They're
differently.
all different kinds of big women. Sometimes you have to tie yourself down. Sometimes you have to buck you off.
Yeah, I paid $195 for my armor's class.
Huck didn't like to hear that. He doesn't like that kind of trigger talk. He made him leave.
He's busy. I think it just depends on the gun, dude. To me, because I know like if I just try to shoot with the tippy pad of my finger on like a single action SIG and like a P series, and when it's in single action mode, I don't know, it like every shot's to the right or something like a few inches. I need more trigger finger on that type of trigger than on another one or whatever. I don't know. I guess just for me it depends on what kind of it.
Do you think that back in the day there was all of this? Back in like the cowboy days, let's say?
Probably.
Then where do we see any kind of documentation of somebody writing it down? And then on top of that, if that doesn't work as a reason to just question it, like now we see all these different instructors. The concept of a bunch of different instructors all trying to suggest that their way is something that you want to consider, right? That's because there's choice. Well, I suspected in the past there wasn't much choice because otherwise we would have seen things like Wyatt Earp, the firearms instructor, or so-and-so, the firearms instructor, right? I don't think that was a concept back then, so I suspect it was like, I don't know, I was going to say it's like guitar playing. I suspect back in the day you kind of just picked up a guitar and started playing. I don't think that they sat around having, tablature and all the stuff that they do nowadays, so I'm wondering if back in the day, if it was just a more natural, like you buy a gun, you start shooting, and some people were better, some people were worse. But
who was the guy who said like smooth is fast, fast is smooth, and like there were like little one-liner type shit, like I'm Wyatt Earp,
that's
and
true.
I'm going to
and the
give you my
military
little
would have
tidbit.
definitely had training, that's for sure.
Have
So there must have been something.
Have you guys gone to Academy lately?
We don't have Academy up here.
Well, the only reason I ask is I went to my local academy and man, they redid the whole gun bar. It's like completely redone and it's really cool.
Did you take a picture of it?
So I don't know if.
I should next time.
That didn't happen.
So we're getting a Bass Pro up here, a Bass Pro shop here, and I'm not sure if it was a reason why, because I asked, we have a sports authority, and they used to have like a firearm section where they had like hunting rifles and shotguns mostly, like 22s. Well, they got rid of that, and I asked them why they got rid of like the whole hunting section, I guess firearm section. And they're like, oh, Bass Pro's coming in, and we're downsizing due to the fact that Bass Pro's going to be right next door to us. But I think it's just another excuse for them to get out of it, and it's like the whole like mom depend action, like the whole Dick's Sporting Goods.
Well, when you go to Bass Pro here, you have a great selection, but if you go like on Saturday or Sunday, you have to literally get a number to get service, and then you find number 36, whatever.
So yeah, our closest we have 2 Cabela's within driving distance. We have 2 Cabela's, and one is about 25 minutes away from my house, and the other one's about, I would say, 45 to an hour away. So now we're getting a Bass Pro, and that's going to be like doorstep. That's like 5 minutes away from my house now. So
we got a Bass Pro pretty much like right around within 10 minutes drive of my house, but the Cabela's is all the way out in Bass Pro.
We have a really cool one. It's like a local warehouse. Like sporting goods store. It's called Sportco, and Sportco. And that's pretty cool. They have a really good selection.
Gander Mountain, sir. Thank you very much.
It's funny. I've been to Gander Mountain, Cabela's, Academy, and what else you guys saw? Bass Pro.
Bass Pro.
Absolute worst fucking prices. Absolute worst gun customer service. Like
Academy's not terrible.
$700 Glocks, dude, at Gander Mountain. $700 for a Glock.
I'm not going
for sure.
It's like the Kmart of gun stores. It's like the Kmart of gun stores.
Hey, I remember when Kmart used to sell guns.
Well, the Walmart of gun stores.
But
You want a $650 Glock? Definitely go to
the
Gunchannel.
only time I would go to like one of those big box retailers is because my actual hunting instructor was the department head of like the hunting section, so he was in charge of the bows, the rifles, and everything.
All right.
So I would always go over there, and he'd always hook me up.
Hey, look, this. I'm gonna have to throw this in the garbage.
Let's see, I didn't know we have anti-gunner in there. So
Like he
Go back and check the dumpster.
Oh yeah, and then that Sport Co. I told like someone that about last summer they had an RMR for like $399, the RMR LED one, for $399.
My local gun shop carries the price, same price as Academy, like $499 for Gen 3s and $579 for Gen 4s Glocks. For the most part, they match the same price as Academy, which I'm surprised they can do that.
I wonder what they would do if you walked in there with like a GASSF like coupon, be like, hey, I want to get this gun at a couponing price.
Nah, well, I remember the first time when I was trying to hunt down ODG Glock 19, they were like, nah, we don't, because at the time they weren't available for custom. They weren't available at the time. Now that they hit the market again, they're available, and that's why I did my own research on trying to find one.
There was when I went to the gun shop today, there was 4 different flat dark earth ones. There was a G19, a G34, a 20, and a 21 that were all FD. They had for the longest time ever. They had a 27 flat dark earth, and I was like.
So the flat dark earth, the modern, the most recent flat dark earth is a little different shade than the previous one.
It's like chocolate brown. It's like a chocolate brown color.
I mean, it still looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but it just looks different.
I was like, it was only it was $549 for the 27. I should have bought it. But.
So I'm thinking the next time it's I get a spy black one and my dog ate it and he shits it out and it's like flat dark earth.
Oh yeah, that gun's bigger than your dog.
Oh no, the Dalmatian I can't stand.
They call that DPB.
There you go.
Dog poop brown.
That Dalmatian I can't stand. So.
We just got our first Cabela's up here. It actually opened yesterday.
Oh really? Yeah.
It's fucking huge too.
It's crazy because I go to the Cabela's and I see like people.
They give away a bunch of stuff.
Say again?
Sorry, they give away a bunch of stuff.
I don't know. I didn't go to the grand opening.
My grand opening, they were giving out the Ruger Cabela edition, the 50th, because like we had one open during the 50th anniversary, the 2 one up in closer towards Seattle, and they were giving out the free Ruger 50-year anniversary Cabela's, like stamped and laid stock and stuff like that.
I heard
about listing
the 22 ammo.
So listing in the San Antonio area, topbrassmilitary.com, they're basically they redid their shop where they added more space to it, and they're doing the grand opening, and they're going to give away a Glock 42, and they're going to have a bunch of vendors on site giving away T-shirts and all kinds of stuff. So I mean, they're going to have a drawing for Glock 42.
That sounds like a mini version of Glocktober.
There you go. And they're going to have all kinds of vendors.
That's just one day, right? Not a whole month.
Well, this is the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so it's 1/15 the size.
There you go.
By the way, G-Webs, thanks for showing me that M1 carbine in a 22 Magnum, because now I'm like scouring the internet to try to find one for sale.
The good news is they're unobtainium, so you'll never find one. So
I've already found a couple on Gunbroker.
Oh, really? Damn.
For how much?
They come in 22 long rifle too, but I don't really want that.
Did you just call G-Webs a liar?
Yeah, I did, and then I slapped his mom.
I call him a liger.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they're not cheap.
Half tiger, half lion, you know.
I thought you were gonna get. You still haven't got that the Red Dawn 22 M16 yet?
Man, you are. I don't even know who you are anymore. I can't believe you just said that.
Why not?
G-Webs, can we 86 him from gun websites forever for just saying what he just said?
Well,
Red Dawn M16?
Cambodian refugees can be.
Right? The little Red Dawn, the old school Red Dawn that was.
God damn it, you just said it again. It's not Red Dawn. There's,
Oh.
what is in Red Dawn?
Yeah.
Is there an M16 anywhere in Red Dawn? Is there?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about that one.
Not the.
Dude,
They're
there's no
AKs.
M16s in Red Dawn.
Didn't it
The original.
the
Not the
original
red
one?
No, you're way off, man. Way
Oh.
off.
Please
I
give
thought-
me
Wrong
the
movie.
timestamps of M16s in Red Dawn.
Oh, never mind.
I was trying to collect all the weapons from Dawn of the Dead. The
Dawn of the
original one.
Dead.
There
Oh.
you go. How can you confuse those two amazing classic movies?
Hold on, there's a tiny dog in the chat.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Can we talk about Grease too?
Dog's hilarious.
Whose dog is that?
That's DB's girlfriend's.
Yeah.
God, why is DB such a 1%er?
That's a $2,000 dog. Look at him, man. It's like screaming like I'm like $2,000.
He just plays with a big wad of bills.
It throws a big wad of hundreds.
And if he doesn't come back, they just keep walking because they don't.
My wife gets pissed every time I come home. I see my little chihuahua. How you doing, buddy? What's up, buddy? I missed you all day. How you been? Oh yeah, I missed you all day. You made a big hug. I'm like, she doesn't like that.
My dog don't fetch nothing. Just like, oh, why'd you throw that over there for?
It comes back with a
Look at
giant
that.
diamond.
Cotton
Or
ball. It's about all you can pick up.
Comes back with like a Rolex.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got Tag Heuer, Rolex, couple of anal-ease.
You don't want to watch you guys don't want to watch me step on them.
Better than finding one under a sofa.
So DB, which Kardashian sister are you dating?
Well, Chloe.
Yeah, 2007, I was dating one of them, and she made me get. I actually said, "You want a dog? Let's get a Chihuahua because I don't want to
Even
walk."
Rob gained some weight, so he's Rob's all over him.
You just let it poop under the sink.
No, actually, it doesn't
you
even
move.
poop. It doesn't pee or poop. If you don't feed it, it doesn't do anything.
It's pretty good.
my dog at 2 years old, you don't give him water with glucose in it, and he fucking dies. He's all fucking crimping up the next day.
You give him a teaspoon of salt and like 4 drops of water, and it just lives for like 4 or 5 years. Doesn't pee or shit. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, long story, but Chihuahuas are fun.
Holy shit. This company, Irma, this German company that made the M1 carbine, also made a mini Luger. And what caliber is it?
You haven't seen the 22 caliber Luger?
They made a
No,
22.
it's 380. It's 380, but it's miniature.
Well, they made
There's
a
a 22 one also. It's like it fits in the palm of your hand. It's awesome.
There's a guy that made one. He's out of I think G was part of the neck of the woods, or where he's at, Utah or something like that.
That's not you. That's neck of the woods.
Okay, I'm just generalizing. If you will. that area where he
Those
made.
people that live in tiny states don't understand what it's like out here.
He made like a 40. He made the 45 again. He made one in 380, and he was charged like $12,000 each one to make them, to hand make them all over again.
Wow. It's pretty cool, this little 380.
Oh, Luger's freaking awesome, dude. I mean, the only bitch about it is like I have a 30 Luger, so the ammo's always a goose hunt, but it's they're fun to shoot, man. I mean, that magazine is the original magazine I have with it, with 30 Luger.
What was the original caliber of those guns?
30 Luger.
And then they switched to 9mm in the war, or no?
Yeah, because they said, we need more firepower, and they were like, well, instead of just fucking.
You see, Nazis have a really glass-like wrist from always being held down at a weird angle.
Are you trying to say Dano's
when you tried to shoot it, their wrist would break, so they had to use the least powerful caliber available.
Are you trying to say Dano's a Nazi now? What the fuck?
That's what a 9mm revolver program basically is, because they made the 30 Luger and they cut the shoulder off of it, made a straight freaking cartridge off of it, and there you got your 9mm, and that's where 9mm came from. Georg Luger.
Interesting.
9mm came
Yes,
in the early
he's not. I know.
1900s
I've seen it.
because they knew that mankind would eventually become strong enough to handle the 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. So they said in 100 years from now, mankind will be this super tight, and everyone else who's super whack will deal with a 9mm.
Man round like a 45 ACP.
No, see, that's like 200 years ago. So you're super subpar.
I wouldn't buy that.
What about those that have arthritis?
That's why you have an old man
stand
around.
behind somebody that can handle the 40.
You buy a tripod to mount your Glock on.
If you were shooting 40, you wouldn't get arthritis.
Pete from the Army channel, he's rheumatoid arthritis, whatever he has, and he's always going off about that. He has a Glock, 40 Smith & Wesson.
I'm just saying, about 100% of the people that shoot 9mm will eventually get arthritis.
I had arthritis before I ever started shooting.
That's because you're single.
40 Smith & Wesson might hear that.
On a serious note, if arthritis equals 9mm to me. Like, I would just shoot 9mm. I broke my hand, and I cut my right hand. I've done all kinds of bad things to my right hand, and it hurts sometimes. And I never have a problem shooting 9mm. But if I shoot 40 a lot, yeah, I feel it in my brain.
Like when you take a bottle of champagne and smash it over like in a really expensive table and it breaks, that'll sometimes hurt your hand.
When I smack my accountant when he tells me I lost $1 million or something.
Oh yeah, that happened.
No, when DB's in the studio and he's mixing an album and Jay-Z goes to him, "What's up? I don't like that shit." And he breaks the ball right there.
Yeah, thankfully I didn't have to do
you
that.
just tell your accountant, "I told you to defer my taxes, you motherfucker."
DB had to get an automatic Rolls
So DB, when you're mixing Milli Vanilli's album, how did that work out?
I was more like an assistant or something.
Hey guys, I got a better idea. Let's try this out.
The fuck did you step on the dog?
I just had a fucking stroke. My bad. No, I sneezed, but I didn't want to blow snot on my brand new phone.
He even produces his own sneezes.
Let me know when I can.
I didn't want to sneeze on my brand new iPhone. I didn't want to sneeze on my iPhone.
That sneeze had a
That's
bad
a new
rep,
mixtape.
man.
Oh, hey,
shit.
DB, you're back on the iPhone, you schmuck.
I got the iPhone 6.
You're such a schmuck.
Gee.
I'd like to read something from the Glock manual for those of you who might be interested.
Is it possible that like where G lives there's like a helium leak?
Or are you all too good to listen to
Andy's on speed.
listen to the Bible according to
Huh?
What are you saying, Dano?
I'd like to read something from the Glock manual, unless that's too boring for you all.
Well, first of all, it's called the Bible, dude. It's called the Bible. The Glock Bible.
Let's all be silent and let them read
Scripture. It's called Scripture.
Let's bow our head in reverence, okay?
150
Is
commandments.
the New Testament of Glockness or the Old Testament?
Okay, this is the New Testament of Glockness, and this is on page 29 if you have a manual. Exclusions from warranty is the subject area.
Oh,
Number
God.
1, if the weapon is dismantled by a purchaser or by third parties further than described in the user's instructions, and if, as a result of inappropriate handling or incomplete reassembly, damage or malfunctions are caused, as a result of which the safety devices are rendered ineffective, then the purchaser shall forfeit any claim to guarantee against damages thereby incurred to purchasers of the property. It does not say that if you are not an armorer and you disassemble it, you void your warranty. It does not say that at all.
Good
All right,
point. But it could be argued that your alteration affected the safety.
I'm going to answer
Just tell them about the flips, dude.
Now, what it does say is
Tell 'em
if
about
you
the
take
flip.
a part and you screw it up, it's on you. It's not on them. And
Right,
that's
so you're right. It does say you got us on that the Glock loophole that says you can take it apart and put it back together.
Well,
But
by
you
the
just
time you
can't do
send it
anything
back
with
to them, like you know,
Yeah,
like, this
you know.
is screwed up. So you're already fighting something.
Hey, when there's 10 people in here, you got to practice mute discipline.
Or not.
Good thing there's only 9.
Ooh.
Well, look, when you tell them, look, it doesn't say anywhere in the manual that I can't flitz the shit out of my trigger bar and the firing pin safety block, and then I flitz the shit out of my firing pin too, just smooth it up.
Good point.
And then I put real little, they're not.
But that doesn't mean they're endorsing it either, just because they're not saying not to.
Emphasize that, Dano, with the fact that you're white. I'm telling you, God damn it, I'm white.
I think the key, by the way, Dan, the key there was taking the gun apart as described in the manual too. It doesn't in the manual in the gun when you buy the gun, it's in the box. It doesn't go into detail. Sure.
Yeah, like it's not a detailed functioning strip. It's just.
But listen to what Dano said. It says that if you go in there and you go beyond the manual and screw it up, they're not liable. But it doesn't say if you go in there beyond the manual and put it back together fine, that you've voided the warranty.
Gotcha.
There is the Glock loophole.
That's my point.
But if you put it back together and it doesn't work, technically you screwed it up some way, somehow.
Well, sure, that's what I'm saying. If you do alter something, even if it's putting a part in backwards or whatever, well, that's why they don't walk you through all that, because there are some things you could put in wrong.
If I have a car with a warranty and I mess around with it and I'm not a mechanic, I wouldn't even bother taking it back. I know I fucked it up. I know it's my fault.
Well, okay, then that's fine. But then let's say something tragic happens, and now you find yourself in either criminal or civil court, and either the district attorney or whoever, the prosecutor, or the prosecuting attorney for the defendants are going to go after everything they possibly can. And if it turns out you did your own brake jobs for the last so-and-so years without having any kind of brake training, right? Because you can go be a brake person and get qualified, and then they wouldn't be able to go after you. But anyway, if you started doing your own brakes, and now your brakes give out, or maybe your brakes didn't give out, but there was an accident, they might have something to grab hold of.
I do understand that philosophy.
That's the only thing I'd be worried about. And that's such a small possibility, sure, but I don't know. It's tempting fate, I guess, to me.
I wasn't watching a chat tonight, but did they cover that stuff about that? The Colorado shooting victim suing the...
It was a bullpup chat.
There you go.
So I agree with you, though. If you're going to do all that work to your trigger, then for like a target gun, no issues. Do it all you want. And that's the fun part of guns. I know a lot of people like to do that kind of stuff. I just am worried after hearing, I know Yankee discounts it, but after hearing enough credible people say that why open yourself up for both criminal and civil attorneys going after you. Actually, you can get gone after 4 times. If a bad enough situation happens, you can go federal and local, civil and criminal. So that's just, I'd rather have a stock gun for the difference that it really makes. And then if I want to go shoot paper, I'll just have a different gun that I do whatever I feel like to.
I mean, I've done some modifications blocks where I feel comfortable with it, and the only thing I've noticed is that sometimes you can scratch the shit out of the receiver, where you're putting on, like a extra large ejection button, there you might fucking doing that because of the way you have to fit that one, or not fit it, but the way you have to manipulate it to get it to work. And
what's an ejection button?
The magazine ejection.
Oh, okay.
And when you put
magazine release.
Magazine release. And
maybe you had a cool ejection button or something.
But when you put it in there and you have to sit there and make that, you have to pull that slot out and then shove it back in with a flathead. If you're smart, you have something that's covered with some maybe some heat shrink on it. But whatever.
Yeah, I'm watching this new Jennifer Lopez Iggy Azalea video.
What now? I want to see a link to this.
I'm on my phone, but
for research. What?
Go to rapradar.com. It's like the second thing down there. They're rubbing their butts on each other, all over each other. Then they're getting oil.
You like Iggy Azalea, G-Webs? Ew.
No, I'm saying J-Lo. It's Jennifer Lopez and Iggy rubbing their butts.
J-Lo's like 3 years away from being like an AARP member. Get real.
Yeah.
The bitch is like 52.
No.
First of all, I still hit that.
40,
So I don't
dude.
care. I still hit that shit.
That's that. Whoa.
I hit it as like my friend's mom, but other than that, probably not.
Hey, low Jenny from the block. She's 45. Holy shit, man. Good for her, man. She's rubbing her butt on a fucking 20-something-year-old, and they both have nice butts. So. Anyway, back to Glock.
What I'm worried about is where's Beaker? If Beaker disappeared,
Beaker?
he's off the chart.
I heard he's over there fighting ISIS, man. He's blowing these
here, like,
fuckers
last
up.
week.
So.
Okay.
Bigger on parole.
Oh, he's ice cold on parole. Ice cold.
After digital property, that video by somebody entered the business.
His PO told him no more chats, sir.
Hanging with known felons.
What kind of holster does he use?
The Mexican carry holster.
No, I think it was a crossbreed. It was a crossbreed.
He was an SOE belt, video, and he disappeared, man.
That was digital.
Hey, I'm emailing you at SOE thinking about getting a refund. Somewhere. Wondering where my order is.
How long
I
ago
was
did you
thinking
order?
about a refund.
No, it
2
really
days ago.
sucks. So I was actually thinking about getting like a friend like an SOE belt. It's like what, $55 or whatever. Talking, I'll get him a belt. They'll send me a Christmas gift or whatever, right? But the way I was thinking about it, I was like, fuck, if I want to order that shit for Christmas, I need to order that shit like right now. Because the longer I wait, it's gonna take forever to get that
Well,
shit.
you know how he's always like, you never said anything about being in a rush in your order or nothing like that. You never, so if you emailed him and was like, hey, I want to order this belt. I want to know, can I get it as a Christmas present? I was wondering if I could get it by Christmas. He probably would write you back like, hell no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
But it's the people who order and then just be like, start bugging
If it was
out
like
and
December
everything.
1st, like you'd be short. Like there's no way you're gonna get that shit by Christmas.
Nah. You know what's fucked up? Well, it's not fucked up, but the one I ordered on sale, he shipped already. The one I ordered like 3 weeks before that, or 2 or 3 weeks before that, hasn't shipped.
You deserve it. Same color?
Yeah.
Same everything? Oh,
Yeah.
you're whack.
No, it's not the same belt. One's the low profile with the prize and all that shit, the free gift, that shipped. But the one with the buckle didn't ship. And I ordered it weeks before.
Thinking about buying one from him, but right now I'm using a 511 instructor belt.
What I call that is
no
the
one
fake
asked you.
wilderness tactical instructor belt. The fake one. The made in China version. For the same price. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to send all the gun belts I got sent to me to the test. I have to fucking obviously want to get cut down again, but I'm gonna wait till the target weight.
Hey, Edge, wasn't it just a year ago that you were singing the praises of leather belts?
No, I will, but the only thing is because the leather belts are that adjustable to where they have that many holes to pick from. That's why I bought 511.
Get a fucking nail and poke a hole through it.
We're
Yeah, you punch it in yourself.
How great leather belts.
No. When you have a $100 gun belt, you're not gonna sit there and fucking take a soldering iron to try to punch a fucking hole through it.
You're not gonna take a soldering. Who would take a soldering iron through it?
Yeah, I'm talking about taking a sharp ass steel knife to it. And I
You're
don't
not
give a
gonna
fuck.
sell it
It's
used,
my
either.
fucking belt.
No. I just rather, I have relations with these companies, organizations, so I can send it back to them. They'll cut them for free. I just have to wait. Then I'm gonna ask them to do it twice. So.
I use the 511 TDU belt, the dual duty one.
I prefer leather. To be honest, it's nicer. But this is I will tell you the 511 belt, instructor belt. I like it. It's a really good. It's a great belt. For like $40.
Mine was like 16.
You know what's funny? If you like that, you'll like the one that they copied from the American company for the same price or less. You'll love that one. Yeah. It's called Wilderness Tactical Instructors Belt. They've been making the belts for probably like 30 fucking years. And it's the same belt, but it's American made and better quality, and it's less money.
I have a wilderness
If you're going to carry a bigger firearm, like a heavier firearm, like a revolver or
The Glock 22.
Glock 22 or 1911, then I recommend leather, to supplement that, with a nice holster. And it's all good. I mean, I had no problems carrying some of that shit I tested.
Do you have to wear
It's just-
suspenders when you carry a heavy gun like a 1911?
No. I mean, that guy Pete from the Army Channel he's recommended that for a while, so he got some other get up that some guy created. But, no, I mean...
Dude, you be quoting the cheesiest YouTubers I know.
I'm
not quoting them.
When I go hiking and hunting, I do wear, like, suspenders to keep my pants from falling down while you're up in the mountains, like, trekking and everything. On top of my belt. So I wear a belt and suspenders. And I go out hiking.
You're just not going to talk about Pete from the Armory Channel like any kind of way, man.
Nah, Pete's
It's not like your greatest fear is to have your junk out in the open.
For my pants. Well, no, it's just for, like, your pants falling down, like, because, again, you dress in layers when you hunt. And
I just have women hold a towel around my waist so I can.
Oh yeah, well, do you have a hunting chick that you bring out hunting?
I have two.
And that has to scale like mountains that are like.
I bring two women in the full bush, and we ride out there.
Yeah, but
I do wear suspenders though when I go out.
If you are carrying like a Beretta 1911 or something like Glock 22 that's full size, it does help to have if you do have a leather holster or something that the leather holster.
What I don't understand is that people say, well, listen, like I'm gonna carry something small for carry, so I need something compact, so blah blah blah, I can carry it. But they were like, okay, well, I'm going to go hiking, so now I'm going to carry this big, massive thing, and now I have to carry suspenders, and now I need this other piece of equipment because I'm carrying such this large gun. Fuck it, just carry a 40 and you'll be okay. It doesn't matter.
Have you not seen that guy who shot that moose? Didn't he have like a 26?
He probably did.
I think he had
the guy on the snowmobile.
The guy on the snowmobile. I think he shot it with like a 26.
That was a 9mm.
If I'm going hunting, I'm not going to carry a 40. I mean, the minimum I'm going to take is like my 357.
Right, I always take 357 just because.
And that's the minimum. I don't have a bigger caliber other than that.
I just bring my regular Glock, my Glock 17.
Well, why don't you carry 40 when you're out in the woods? It's like, why don't you carry 22 when you're out in the city? It's like, want the best possible what you got.
They don't make like 60 round
22s.
If they really made like 60 round 22s, I'd be carrying that. The point is they make 22 round 40s, and I'd much rather carry that in the woods to face a bear than a fucking 6-round revolver.
You're not going to get more than 3 shots off at a bear that's coming at you.
How do you know? Tuck and roll, motherfucker.
He's not going to go yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Yeah.
But you have a 44. You're in a.
a tactical reload.
I don't have bears where I'm at.
You do a tactical reload.
It's javelinas.
What about if you have to shoot a couple of warning shots off to scare the bear away? You're not empty.
That's true. I had a bear come into my camp this last weekend, and
then you're down to like 4.
But
I heard that bears don't always.
I'm at 5 rounds.
I heard them bears always don't pay that much attention to that sometimes. It's like whatever.
Yeah, I was that bear that was in my
Every
camp.
time I've seen a bear, they don't give a shit about people.
Yeah, if I see him on the trail,
but you shoot them around.
But this one was in my camp, and I was shining a flashlight at it, and just like screaming at it, and it was just like staring at me like I wasn't there.
What about those little portable compressed cans it's like a horn?
Yeah, that works.
Like,
That's what they have in Canada. They're supposed to just scare stuff off.
No, they have it's like a flare gun that shoots.
Yeah, it's like a little revolver that shoots little.
Yeah, I remember watching a video, man, where there's
Those things that shoots blanks.
These 2 guys are being chased by a bear, and there's keep telling them, "Fuck off, go away." They're yelling at all they can, and the bear's continuously. It's like a little black bear too. It's not like a big grizzly or anything. It's continuously following them for 10 minutes down a path. And they're all trying to yell at it, scream at it, do all these, gestures, to get it the fuck off. Like, nah, I'm not going anywhere.
Well, it's like the bears near cities, they're usually pretty relaxed around people, like they won't get scared off. But the bears away from cities, if you're out hiking and you're on the trail, they'll run away because they'll hear you coming before you're there, before you even know that they're there. They'll just be crashing through the woods, running away.
No, they'll smell you. They smell you fucking miles. You guys ever check out those Magellan?
So like right there, that's like typical like hunting, like shooting land, like state land. That's in Washington. And we have a lot of like what was it, timber landings that are like straight up vertical, and then they like to bed down there. So that's what, like, on average I go hunt like places that are like this. It's like a bitch to hike in and out.
I thought you can't hunt them if you're Buddhist.
Oh.
Can't hunt them if you're Buddhist.
What the heck? Ed, you're so random. So yeah. But I do, when I do go out there like that landscape, I do wear suspenders on top of my belt. Just
you know, one thing that I was kind of surprised at this past weekend when I actually drew the revolver out was how it was pitch black, and I had a little flashlight, but man, I could not see my sights and like illuminate what I wanted to do like really well. So I ended up grabbing a headlamp, but man, that was just weird.
Where did you hold your light?
Well,
How
I was
did you
holding
hold your light?
I was first holding my light like behind the gun, like up against my cheek, using that thing. But then I couldn't really see, like, use the flashlight that well to like identify stuff. So I went out and got a better light.
Is this for your revolver, right? Your Model 19?
Yeah. But I'm probably not going to keep carrying that gun just because the sights are, well, first of all, you know, you got the fixed sights on it, and they're just black. I mean, it's black on black.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my little baby DR I got 2 years back.
Yeah.
And again, you wear a layer, so you can see all the different layers I'm wearing. Again, I wear suspenders on top of it, hold my hunting pants.
I still don't get why you have to wear suspenders. Like, I mean,
it just helps. It just is a lot better for your pants.
Because I mean, I'm not.
You get wet, you get whatever, you know.
He's wearing insulated pants that weigh a fucking ton. So like, if he doesn't wear suspenders, like those pants automatically sag.
Well, I mean, I've been out wearing insulated pants and layers and stuff, but I mean, for me, like belt has always worked. I guess your pants are just heavier or something.
Yeah.
He's built like a 2x4.
Back in the day, I stopped.
Sorry.
You have no ass.
Sorry,
and you have no hips. You have to wear suspenders.
Back in the day, I stopped wearing stuff in my pants when I'm doing like a hike or walking around doing stuff outside, and more in my like shirt or like, you know, pockets of my jacket or whatever, if possible. And then that way there wasn't as much weight on my pants, because I hated having my pants have a lot of weight on the belt or whatever. And there was no way I was going to go to suspenders.
But I still have I have like a G19 or G17 on my hip too.
Yankee did his EDC today.
G-Whip is way too cool for suspenders.
So, do you wear a pack or anything while you're hunting, or is that just?
Yeah, I normally wear a pack. Yeah, I have a pack, so I have.
Why do you have that? Why do you have a life preserver on?
Well, that's
hunting on an island.
That's my 100 orange. We had to have, was it 400 square inches of orange on you?
Wow.
So where do you carry your Glock then if you're wearing a pack?
It's on my hip. It's on my 3 o'clock.
Does your pack have the like a hip belt?
It does.
So how do you? Is it like?
It's above. It's higher. I raise it up higher, so it's like about my like up above my my kidneys.
I don't think it's very nice of you.
One of those.
So I don't, because like we hunt with 2 people, so like me and my dad, we hunt together, but we hunt in different season. So there's 2 people to divide up the gear.
Right.
So, like my dad hunts muzzleloader, and I hunt regular rifles. So we have 2 different people. So then we have 2 packs that have everything.
I was just saying because every time
a regular rifle during muzzleloader season.
I don't bring a gun when I go. Besides my firearm, my handgun, I don't bring a gun.
That's nice of
you.
Oh,
and I bring my shotgun. I bring my shotgun to like hunt like quails and stuff, you know, or like forest grouse. So we can hunt
those little birds that are always buzzing around by the
chicken. The
Once you
chicken.
shoot Bambi, you might as well shoot all those birds.
Yeah.
Gonna say because I mean, there's even like a picture of a white guy with a plate of movie right pan, it's heading over.
So I hunt with my 12 gauge, my 870.
Yeah, I can't ever. I mean, I've done it before, but I can't really have much stuff on my belt when I have a pack on, just because I usually am like having a backpacking pack on, so that the belt is all around my hips. I've been looking at the Hill People gear thing where you can have it on your chest. That looks really sweet. I can have like snacks and maps and stuff just right in front of me.
They make a different style of pack. It's like kind of like an H harness, but like a fanny pack.
Yeah.
So I've seen those, and they're like really cheap. They're like you can find them on sale for like under like $40 or so.
So let me get that right. That thing has 2 horns, right?
Yeah, it has one set of antlers.
Antlers.
There are 2 points.
It has antlers. There's two sets of antlers.
2 points.
2 points.
Those are forks. Yep.
And he killed that.
Yep. That was the only buck I saw the whole entire season. I got it. And you can see where I got it too.
Well, you can see a 10 point.
You see where right between my gun and my shoulder strap is where I hit it. I shot it at a great distance of 15.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. So, like, when you say like you carry a pack, what the fuck do you mean like a pack? Like you mean
like I carry like
backpack. It's a bag that people put on their back.
So it's probably the size of I would say.
I feel like if I were to go shoot deer, I would park my car, walk about a mile and a half, go bang, and then bring my deer back, and then.
We're getting Tamala season.
You live in a tiny little state that's like as big as some of our counties.
It is, and we have a shitload of deer, like for our tiny little state.
Right, but when you got a lot of area, then the animals live in their natural environment.
So you need a pack.
And live, go up hills.
So you have packs to like prep out your animals. So you have like.
You know what's funny? Like in a populated area like where I live, I probably say about 90 days out of the year I can wake up, walk out in the morning, and see a deer across my street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
do your folks make tamales, or do you eat tamales over there?
No.
No, not your thing.
I want to say so like for in your pack I have like regular like food stuff like that for myself, but also you have.
Does your people eat grilled cheese sandwiches there?
My daughter.
And then I have stuff to pack away the animals. So like once you get the animal, you have to like gut it out, butcher it.
I understand that part. Okay.
There's like
Hey, Dano, does your people eat pizza there?
So you have
grilled cheese
packs and like packing shit, but like you don't have like tents and like.
No, we don't.
I'm ready for tamale season.
Well, you have like
Nobody does that.
But we have like tarps and stuff just in case it rains really bad, and you just got to bed down and wait for like the storm to pass over and stuff like that. Just pretty much like. So half of it is like survival gear and half of it is for the animal itself.
It's like a day pack.
Yeah, it's like a day pack. Pretty much a day pack.
We're getting a time of the year where it's getting a little colder eventually, and then the tamales will come back in. So, yeah.
Really?
But that deer, I would probably say is about ballpark about. I would say about
400 pounds.
No, I would probably say like 250 pounds. So, and you have to gut it out, and then like luckily I shot this not that far.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I ate it. I
left it there.
I didn't shoot it. I just shot it and just the antlers. Yeah, they're blacktail, so they're really small.
I've never seen.
It's not really small. Look at the deer out here. That's a small deer.
Like this one's the really small deer. Like I don't know, like white tail and stuff. Like the deer animals you have, they're fed off of corn. Like you get like, a lot more nutrients than us out here.
He's in Illinois, so it's soya beans.
Yeah.
I've never seen venison at the Pope Place.
Well, at least when I was in high school, I was in a Mustang.
So yeah,
You know what's
animal's
funny?
pretty
So,
small.
like, we have no way to like actually control our deer like within like our immediate area other than with our cars and to accidentally hit one. But like you don't ever want to like if you hit a deer, like people tell you like not to eat it or like take it home to eat it because there's so many ticks and like parasites on it. It's like you're not even good around
whatever time of year.
That's a wise tale. So like
no,
the main
around
reason
here,
why
I wouldn't doubt that shit.
So no, the main reason why once you get an animal, you're gonna like skin it, get the whatever debone everything, or you could just hang it up and let it age. Like get like white vinegar and you age the meat, so it kind of cures it. But like the reason why you don't want to eat an animal that you hit is because once you hit it going like 60 miles an hour, 65 whatever. Once you hit that actual meat, it like liquefies. It like turns into like mush.
Also,
and
parts
you
of
can't,
it. But
and then,
parts
like,
of it are fine still, though.
and then like other parts of it, and then like other parts are like its stomachs or its like intestine or bowels moving ruptures, and then it taints the meat. So that's the reason why like people will say, "Oh, don't eat animals."
Well, now look at that picture there, son. It looks like it's Photoshop. It's like that Judge Dredd photo, you know.
I totally took Daniel's face and I cut it off and I put my face on top of it.
Yeah, because I could see a deer obviously humping you in the picture, but.
Yeah, I seriously shot that. I would say like within 10 yards. That's how close I was at it.
It was a petting zoo.
It was one of. It has like like those.
Like that's the biggest deer you got.
If you guys don't see like like the little octagonal like playpens for babies, we have that in there, and we just shot it in there. But this one I actually saw across one of the roads, and I chased after it, and it got stuck in the ditch, where the rain culvert, the ditch. So that's the reason why I got up to it. And
so you shot it on foot. You weren't in a
fell over.
Was that?
You shot it on foot.
Yeah, I was coming back to. This is the last like hour of like hunting season. We were leaving, and I saw it while I was leaving, like leaving the GMU. So
you fucked that all up. You could at least talk some shit. So like you were like 40
my
yards
dad's like
40 yards out.
My dad's like no, okay, like when people ask about it, just say you shot it at like 80 yards or so. I'm like, no, Dad, I'm telling the truth. You can see where I got it, and it was like you can see like right there. There's like I don't know what it's called, sagebrush. We have a lot of sagebrush or whatever. So like it stopped on like a pile of sagebrush, and all I saw was the black of his eyes. And I'm like, okay. It looked at me. It turned its body to the the right. So the head's over here. So go about 3 feet left. Bam! I shot right where I thought the heart was, the engine room, and bam! I got it right there. And I was scared.
I think 10 yards on foot is more impressive than like 80 yards from a stand.
Did you red on it?
It woke up, so he shot.
I did. Well, I am Buddhist, so I think like the water and like the land deity.
You're Buddhist. You can't kill the animal.
I did do my little I guess my hunter's respect to the animal. And like the crazy thing is because once you shoot it so close, the bullet doesn't work as well because it's straight out of the gun, right? So I was scared because it was kicking, and I packed away. Like I dropped my pack and I gave my dad my pack and stuff. I dropped my pack and I ran after it, and I'm like, Dad, I need another bullet, just in case because our hunting buddies from the last weekend, like they took us out and showed us this area, and we were scouting different areas. Well, his wife shot one at about like 30 yards, and she shot through it, and it ran off, and they couldn't find it afterwards. You know what I mean? Because the bullet doesn't work. It doesn't it doesn't actually pedal out the stock point.
So they don't have a blood trail.
Yeah, so like they couldn't find it, and they shot it with like a 7mm. So
I'm not a Buddhist.
So now my gun, that 700 I have one of those cartridge holders on the back stock of it, and it has 10 rounds, I guess, 10 rounds on the back end of that gun. So now I don't have that issue. So
I thought Buddhists can kill other creations of life.
There's different forms and different levels. So that's like saying like you're like the Pope. Like you have different rules from the Pope. You know what I
agree. My ignorance is grand, so I'm not gonna say.
So I'm just saying, like, even though like there's different levels of it, again, like, I can't I do this. So there's not just because there's been Buddhist doesn't mean that there's one form of Buddhist. Like there's Shinto Buddhist.
Do you ever dress up like the Dalai Lama and like put on?
No, that's more like that's more Western. That's more Tibetan area. Like that's more Western style Buddhism. So that's like on the line. I'm more.
You will confirm.
I'm more of a moderate.
Right
we're like more moderate Buddhists. Like we're more.
So you don't wear the robes.
I don't. There's it's different.
So I just admiration you, but thinking you were closer down the line.
I thought it was a gun chat.
I'm disappointed in it.
This was a gun chat.
I
Not a
bet the robes
religion
would
chat.
be really good for concealed carrying.
What was that?
I bet the robes would work real good for concealed carrying.
Have you not seen those guys pull out like those long swords out of their robes, out of their arms? Yeah.
You could carry like a full shotgun or something.
Well, no, there's a. I remember seeing a video back in the day, where it's like why we should have a school uniform, and like this guy like it's from like the 90s, and this like little kid, he's probably like 16 years old, pull out like 20 handguns and like a shotgun and like a rifle. And have you seen that video? I tried looking on YouTube about it. I can't find it.
Well, because he has all the money in the world to try to get all the copies off the internet, but that was DB when he was a kid.
Oh, really?
His first starring role. Yeah. He would be denying it if it wasn't.
DB's a gangster, dude. DB got all kinds of fat cash and bodyguards, all kinds of
That's
shit.
the thing. It turns out that wasn't like staged. That was just they got him like at the what do they call that at the like
The
they
metal
call it the
detector?
principal's
It
office.
was a documentary.
They got him at the metal detector.
It was just
It's
the
like-
camera at the principal's office. They were like,
Found footage, I think they call it.
And DB goes to Source Awards, you know, and fucking unscathed.
I've never been to the Source Awards. Man. I missed that.
Oh, this is. I think I found it. This is DB right here.
DB's like, you know that producer I'm talking about? They can be in all the videos.
Have you guys seen this?
you
This is
know?
like YouTube gold right here.
YouTube Gold. Yeah.
He pulls out a Mac 11.
I think DB's best work was Culture Club, you know, and rising out of the 80s with them, and, you know, and he really
My best work was
locked us
when
down.
I cut this Puerto Rican kid in the face with a box cutter who was trying to rob my hat back in like '92. It was crazy.
Have you guys seen this video? This YouTube video? It's like
Just
so
joking.
awesome.
Just joking.
This is DB right here.
The shotgun is awesome.
Yeah, he pulls it out of his pants, his waistband.
Who pulls a shotgun out of his waistband?
Like here, watch the video. That's you. Isn't? I thought that was you.
I never had a shotgun in my life.
Screwed up perspective.
I could have sworn that's that police magnum you have.
I think
No,
he's
I don't do
pulling it
that.
out of his ass. He's ass carrying.
Hey, Keyshawn, repost the link.
Oh really?
You have to
Yeah.
have seen that video before, or else you've never been on the internet.
I remember watching this.
That
It's
video's
fucked
as
up,
old
though.
as the internet.
When you get cut with a box cutter, I heard that you got to take out those little pieces of blade that snap off. It sucks.
Right, we like to file our blades up so that when we slice you, little fragments of blade shard get left behind.
Yep. It's like HR. What is that? DRT ammo for box cutters.
There are
Also, we go around cutting hot peppers too, so when we cut you, the cut has hot pepper juice in it.
You know what's cool too? Back in the day when
Listen,
on the like baseball
That way
caps,
it'll never
you
heal.
could put a razor blade in your hat, like right in that little part of your sweatband on a fitted cap.
All right, so listen, so check this out. So like I've actually brought up this video a bunch of times because like as a kid, like this was like my era of growing up, and this video was like directly targeted at me, and a lot of like the counties or areas around me actually went to uniform schools because of this video. Because if you notice, hold on, what's the timestamp on this? About 25 seconds in, she goes, "That's why we encourage our students to tuck in their shirts." So their main issue about this isn't even about the guns. The point is that they're showing is that someone who doesn't tuck in their shirt can do such evil things that look at what they can fit in there. It's not even about
it shows
firearms
that
at
you're
all.
free. It shows that you don't conform. So
Yeah.
like DB, he
honestly,
couldn't
like,
handle
at this
that. He's
time,
like, if I don't agree, I'm leaving.
you need to realize this is before any single school shooting ever got publicized like that. So the fear of guns in school is not even there at this point. And this kid is it's literally all about school uniforms if you really listen to it.
No, I mean, they have that in a district that's not too close for me, and they have for the middle schools. They only have for some though. It's weird in the poorer areas, and because they have an issue with people that if you wear nicer clothes, of course you're subject to more violence or more issues with people getting robbed and whatnot, and you're getting ridiculed and all kinds of shit. but they have that system in place.
Even though there's like uniform, I've never gone to school where there's school uniform, but like there's still ways to get around the whole school uniform. So like you get a different belt, like like you get the cool belt, or like shoes, or like
I was going to just about to say the same shit. I went to Catholic school for 1 year. You could tell the poor kids from the rich kids with the uniform on in a heartbeat. When I went to 5th grade in a Catholic school, like the cool rich kids had like, they weren't wearing the fucking same uniform pants more than they had like 10 or 15 pairs of uniform pants. They never wore the same pants, like whatever. They always had like the cool $100 like boat shoes and shit. You could only wear like brown leather shoes, I think, at the time. Like we had navy pants, and man, like there's just so many ways to tell like that you're poor. You know what I mean? Even if it's with a uniform, because a lot of the poor kids would have like a stain on their shirt, and then like they wear their shirt on a Monday, they wear the same shirt on Wednesday.
It wasn't about being rich or poor, because if you heard her later, like right after that, she goes gang insignias and gang colors.
Right, it's just for
Red bandana,
uniformity, not so much I guess uniformity in different angles.
Yeah.
But then they just you start tucking your shit different, or you start unbuttoning something different, but
your shoes,
flip your collar.
That's just because we're Americans and we like to be individuals, and they're trying to stifle that.
Yeah, well, at least where I'm at, they have no priorities whatsoever. They have to wear everything uniform, the collar, everything.
So,
minus their shoes. I mean, that makes a point.
Didn't a minute ago you said there was only one school, and then you said now at all the schools?
No, they have. I don't know. It's kind of weird because they have some. Because in the district I live in, you have a good deal of rich people, and then you also have the offset of the district that's lives that are in lower income, and those are the ones.
Different people in the same town?
Yes, believe it or not, and
that's crazy talk.
And what it is that
I've seen that.
They some of the schools don't require them to wear uniforms at all, but some of the lower income ones do. Because they can't they have an issue with that.
I think that prostitutes should have to wear uniforms.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm tired of asking a chick at McDonald's what the hand job costs. I don't do that.
I want to wear the name tag so I don't have to ask her her fucking name anymore.
Just call her baby girl. Hey, baby girl, come over here.
Exactly.
You just go on Euros.com.
What I've learned with my hooker experience, you always use pet names.
What's a McFlurry?
And you always don't. And you don't say you're paying her. You ask her how much is the donation. How much?
Always use an American Express because you can dispute the charge.
Exactly. I mean, you go to McDonald's and you order a McFlurry, a blowjob, and a Coke, and I don't.
Don't ask for a refund right away, though.
I don't know where Edge eats at McDonald's. A whole term of a billion served.
There's always hotties at McDonald's. There's always like 20-year-olds there and like, hey, what's up? Yeah.
Edge, I don't even know.
Jeebs, that is disgusting.
That's why I subtly put it in the internal. To be classy.
Yeah.
2 girls, 1 Glock. No.
Oh snap! I just thought of that gave me an idea for a cool contest.
Marketing campaign. That'd be good, yeah. Oh man, Instagram. It's crazy right now.
Sort of like that new Iggy video, except there's like a Glock involved, and they have to like wrestle for the Glock.
Gary. Get Gary out of the safe.
Did anyone see my Thursday night football Instagram?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
No.
crazy.
Right?
Atlanta.
Thursday night in hot Atlanta. Shit happens.
Yeah.
I thought
Shit
people
happens in Atlanta.
So there's Monday Night Football now and Thursday Night Football?
And Sunday.
And Sunday night.
And Tuesday sometimes,
4
right?
days of football.
No,
Why is there only 3 days of football a week?
Oh God. Edge laughed.
So, DB, what kind of gun are you gonna make out of that?
Is it appropriate to keep going after Edge leaves the chat?
I was just gonna start talking about '80s movies, man. And now he's gone, and no one fucking gonna know what I'm talking about.
No, I thought you were gonna do 80s movie quotes.
Vision Quest. Anyone remember Vision Quest?
No.
No.
Yes,
okay.
I remember Vision Quest.
Yes.
There you go.
Bicycles or something. Right?
Matthew Modine was the wrestler, and the chick was hot.
I remember the porno
The
called
soundtrack of
Virgin
Falcon and the
Quest.
Snowman.
Yeah.
In what late 80s movie was the soundtrack to an earlier 80s movie played?
Yep, you know it. Hey, one of the best '80s movies ever was Firstborn. You remember that?
No.
With the stepfather that was whooping the shit out of the mom, and then.
Oh, wait a minute. And he built like model house or something?
yeah. No, was that stepfather?
Bird house? Oh, that was
Firstborn, like at the very end, he beat the shit out of the stepfather with like a bat or something like that. It was a crazy movie. Stepfather
and
was a
for
great
some reason, the movie's out of nowhere, edging. I got the Edge vibe going. What about Band of the Hand? So what is it called?
Oh, that was crazy.
Like 5 people. I don't remember even seeing it since then, but like, what was it? Like 5 just people, or they hired like 5 vagrants or something to like be murderers, or I forget what the name. What the
it was in Miami, I think. It was like it almost had like
it was
a
sort of like Miami
Vice
Vice,
vibe,
except with like homeless people that were murderers or something. It was like
Band of the Hand. They were with the drug cartels.
Yeah, but it was like, we're going to go fight the drug cartels. Let's like pick 5 random people that don't know each other and don't have any training. We'll get them and train them in Miami and have like a lot of music videos, and then we'll fight crime at the end real quick.
There you go.
I think that was it.
For losing viewers. Oh.
90-night.
See, we lost Dano because of that.
Yeah, it was foul. I learned it from being in chats with Nathan.
Yeah, he comes off so all-American, clean cut.
Type.
Yep, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, he's like 2 different people. See you later.
There.
Peace, Dano.
Most valuable lesson I think I had from Glock Armorer's course was you do not and should not detail strip your gun like every fucking 100 rounds. Like the plastic pins, the hole, everything.
Oh, just using their demo guns, you mean?
You just don't do it. Like the guy, you detail strip your Glock maybe every 1,000 rounds.
Should normally be in there. Yours will just fall out, but normally that pin is in there.
Yeah. And I used to do that shit. Like I'd go shooting and then come home and detail strip my Glock. And it was like ridiculous.
Well, but what they could do is just sell like a slightly oversized pin.
Now you're talking money, man. Call Lenny McGill or whatever.
I'm surprised. I bet you that Glockmeister or whatever, something like that, sells them, I bet.
That's why I got the chrome pins.
Oh, I thought this just because you're, what do they call them? Bubba?
Bling. Swag.
Yeah, bling.
Glock bling for Bubbas. Backyard Bubbas.
I'm going to sell all my Glocks.
I can't bling a Glock. I can bang one, but I can't bling one.
Go sell all my Glocks to get FNs.
Don't say that.
Speaking of Instagram, everybody here is on Instagram. Who's this? Damn, who am I sub to now? There's this place that I sub to, and I thought they were cool, but now I don't think they're legit anymore.
What happened?
I'm looking. And you'd know if you were subbed to them because they plaster the shit out of pictures. A ton of pictures, but I think they're just getting them out of like books or something now. New World Ordinance. Heard of it?
Nope.
I follow them.
I think it's bullshit. At first I was like, wow, this guy's got some awesome like access to guns, or else he has the best collection ever. And then it's like, these look like evidence pictures. And right now, remember that shooting or whatever, where the guy was crazy and he wrote shit on the side of his shotgun? I think I got pictures of that. And I'm like, well, this ain't somebody's guns. This is like...
No, well, like, did you see, like, his Chanel rocket launcher? I mean,
exactly.
On,
Yeah. I'm like, come on, these are just pictures out of, like, a book or some website. Anybody can do this. Like, why am I following this guy? And he does, like, 1,000 of them. They
But
are
there
kind
a lot
of
of people
interesting
like that.
sometimes.
There are a lot of people like that because a lot of times, like I see pictures and it's like and like on the bottom it says like,
Well, a
the
repost is totally
watermark.
different. I can understand that, giving people credit. And I've had people, let's just put it this way, people you guys know from these chats have used my pictures, like remove the watermark and then reposted it. And I'm
Sorry,
like,
my bad.
seriously? Did you need to repost it without my watermark?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that? Oh, but I know other people have done that too. And, I mean, I don't really care one way or the other, but on the other hand, what the fuck? Like, I put the watermark there so people wouldn't do shit like that. Like, what's the point?
Or like promote you in a way too. I mean,
Well, still in bare picture, basically what they're doing. You know? But, anyway. I don't mind the repost. This isn't a repost. So this guy's just posting pictures and saying shit about the gun sometimes, and then sometimes just a damn picture. So I think I'm unsubbed.
Yeah,
He also
I
got
thought,
like 90 million subs or something.
Yeah. At first I thought the dude was like, I don't know, like worked at a museum or something. But then when I started seeing some outlandish shit, I was like, oh no.
So I think I'm gonna buy a Bushnell TRS-25.
Do it and put it on your
That's a
revolver.
good.
Well, I mean, I just never had any sort of red dot or anything. I've actually never shot through one, but I feel like I'm just gonna put that on my 1022 and just have some fun with it.
Just ask Chris.
Oh yeah, that's a good sight. I got 2 of those. I got both of my AKs. Beautiful, good sights.
Yeah, I mean, they're selling right now for $75. So
Oh really? Where from?
it's on Amazon for that much right now.
Damn.
I bought mine for 85.
Yeah. Did y'all see that? Did y'all already talk about that link that Panther posted earlier about that florist?
No, we did not.
It was
Down Florida.
yeah.
Don't listen to him. He told he's gonna sell all his little blocks and buy FNs. He shouldn't be believed.
I will say one thing.
Yeah.
As my Glock 8 squared holster.
Are you seriously gonna try to sell your Glocks?
No.
No, okay, good.
But yeah, my FN fits in my Glock holster.
Where's this at? What link is this at?
You have to twist it out or no?
Oh,
Or
at
you
the-
pull it out?
I mean, it's just like the Glock. It'll twist and pull.
All right, so you
yeah,
can't. So it actually does lock in. So you can't.
Yeah, it does lock in.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going to have to get the 34 or 35 holster because it doesn't completely cover.
What size is that? What Glock
This
is
is
that?
for this is an FN, but this is for a 23 holster for a 23.
And
Look
you
at
put
that
it
tail
in.
safety. You think that's a Glock?
I know. I
You
was
went for
sure.
a
I couldn't
35.
see.
You went for a 22 then.
Well, it has to be yeah, either 22 or
And that's your FNS, right?
yeah. Yeah, I've already put the Talon grips on it, so.
Oh yeah, I see it right there.
Oh yeah, bling.
Hey, G-Webs.
See.
Promotion right there.
G-Webs.
What?
You have access to brass?
What kind of brass?
You have access to some brass?
What kind of brass are you looking for? That's what you-
7.62 by 54R.
Oh man, that's gonna be really
No.
bizarre.
Never gonna find that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you're looking for regular brass, I think Ben Avery sells their brass, but not 54R, dude. That's gonna be anybody that even buys that. In my mind, is somebody that's doing what you're doing, and they're gonna pick it right back up. You know, nobody's gonna spend that kind of money and then leave it behind. And even if they did, you're talking 20 at a time, so that it's gonna take forever for that to accumulate, even at a public range. You could probably find it on a thing like Gunbroker or Backpage or some shit, maybe.
Cabela's and they usually have they don't have simple Super 54R anymore. So.
What are the brands that make it in brass? Like Wolf Gold and is there who else makes it?
Wolf ain't brass. It might be brass washed.
Oh, you're right. Who makes it in brass then?
I don't
PPU
know
makes
if
them in
anybody even does.
There's
Does it
yeah,
even
PPU.
work in brass? Okay.
Yeah, PPU makes them in brass.
Oh,
It's
seriously?
the
I
most
mean, the
common
gun is
brass
made to be a to work with steel with that massive taper and everything. Sometimes
Lapua,
brass works differently. It might not extract right.
Lapua sells was it a box of 100 for $115?
For like Mosins?
Yeah, for brass. Privy Partisan sells new brass case for, was it 50 rounds, 50 brass shells for $41, $42.
You're talking about just the cases or for
Yeah,
the bullets?
just the cases.
That's a terrible deal.
I'm just listing off the prices I find. Animal Supply. Let's look at this one.
Are you sure PPU is 7.62 by 54R? Like that's
Yeah.
For PPU, and it's actually brass, or if it's brass washed?
It's brass. It's brass right here. If you wanna, this one it was on SG Ammo, but they're out of stock right now. So, bam.
Yeah, I sold my Mosin a while ago.
I was like looking to buy Mosin, and then I walked into the gun shop, and I'm like, oh, low receiver, bam. I'm an impulse buyer. I don't know why.
I'll just jump into what do you call this 308 then. It's a lot easier to find a ship for that.
Oh man, what 308 gun do you have?
I'm next year. I might as well save up instead of getting me another AK. I'll just get me a Savage Axis.
That's good. Good option.
One with a heavy barrel. I found one for like $350.
Oh really? From where?
Yep. Online. Forgot what website, but I found one online. But it's got a heavier, not very heavy barrel, but heavier barrel.
You guys have you seen the video from Military Arms Channel where he's making the 1,000-yard gun for $1,000?
Yeah.
That's the platform they use, the Savage Axis.
What's a Savage Axis action?
Salvage Axis gun or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the platform they use. That's their base rifle they use. It's threaded. It comes. It was like I forget. I think it was under like $600 or so for the heavy barrel. Was it aim surplus?
Yeah, it's easy to find 308 bullets. Easy to find 308 casings. So I'll just start doing that.
Yeah, these ones are. I don't know. It's cheaper. I don't know if it's just cheaper to just buy it. Because right now it's like $13.95 for brass partisan or Privy Partisan.
For what? For what caliber?
For the 7.62 by 39. 7.62 by 54R.
$40 though. I mean, if all I have to do is reload those continuously and probably.
Well, I'm not saying just buy these and then shoot them and then
put it back together.
And then use the brass.
I don't know. I feel like there's a better deal for that, so I'll put that in the back burner.
Have you reloaded more rounds since the other day?
Oh yeah. I did all my 357 Magnum casings. I have 17 cases of 357 Magnum. So
how's that rifle powder working?
So 17 like cases as in like boxes, or 17 like individual rounds?
Individual bullets. I don't have that
individual
many.
bullets. Oh, okay.
I have a lot of 38 special though. I'm making more of those. So I made 50 the other day, so I'm gonna see if I can complete another 50 tonight. So.
What kind of do you just
You
have?
only have about 26 minutes, so better hurry up.
Yeah.
26 minutes. So are you guys gonna shut down here in the midnight or?
Yep.
No, then you'll be making them tomorrow. You said you want to do them tonight.
He actually has. Yeah, he only has. So do you have you have separate dies for the 38 special and the 57, right?
No, they both. The dies do both rounds.
Oh yeah.
So they're both pretty much the same. The difference between 357 Magnum and 30 Special is the length of the casing. That is it.
So how are you just doing them just to target shoot, right? Have you like noticed a difference in like accuracy from your rounds to like the?
Very accurate. Oh, they're very accurate. I haven't gotten past 75, 65 feet, but they're dead on where I shoot them at.
All right.
But granted, though, I'm using iron sights, so and I was shooting at a silver
Indoor range, yeah.
I didn't really see shit, but my shots never went off paper.
That guy who came into the room actually just wanted to be on YouTube so he could be on your channel. I bet you he's on. I bet you.
Oh yeah, that
He's
guy.
on your channel right now, posting a comment on it. Excuse me, sir. That guy. I'm like, this motherfucker just wants to get on his channel.
I grabbed the broom because I specifically wanted to. I was like, in addition to my.
Like, I want my brass. Don't steal my brass.
357 Magnum casings I can find.
Did you ask the guys around you if you could have their brass if they're like shooting 9 and stuff, or no?
30 Special 357 Magnum when I was there, but I saw some brass in front of me that I wanted to grab. I didn't want to be too obvious about it. So.
Why don't you? I always just ask. I'm like, oh, you're gonna keep your brass, and they say no, yes or no. I just take it. I gave Daniel I would say about 1,000 rounds of 223 brass.
Whether or not they say yes or no, you take it. You say.
You just say, you punch him in the throat and just walk away. Right there.
Yes, bitch. I was gonna listen to you.
So, I bought 2 more pounds of the powder that I use. So I'm gonna.
Where'd you find all this powder now?
Ooh.
I am using IMR 4227.
Oh, you're using shotgun powder?
No, it's not shotgun powder. It's Magnum powder. It's for Magnum rounds. So it's good for 357. I saw a recipe for 357, but I also saw data for 30 Special. It's not it's not recommended because it takes 9 grains to make a difference on it. But it's there. But it's data right there. So I use that. So bullets.
Right out the gate, immediately testing this. Well, it's close enough. It says it can do it theoretically. I'm doing it.
Yep. Well, it worked. So it's not like I didn't test it or anything like that. So as soon as I tested it, I went ahead and bought 2 more pounds. It's like, well, that works. Watch my video if you haven't seen it yet. The rounds shoot. And the recoil of the 357 Magnum from a rifle, on the pistol.
Hunter, what are you doing?
The only issue I had was just a tiny bit of unburned powder. But
So how much did you end up spending on everything? You got that at a list somewhere?
Everything about 200.
Everything.
About $300.
No, see, that's already you're saying 250 to 300. I would be curious if it's not so much stuff that you can't come up with the list, because then it would be interesting to see, how many rounds you end up making, right, and shooting and then remaking and whatever, compared to, then each time if you would have had to buy a new box, like how long it takes you to pay it off. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know, if it's going to cost you $23 to buy a box, but you reload it for $17, I don't know what the hell the difference is. You know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting to see how many boxes it's going to take you to pay off whatever you actually spent.
I think
because you did it on the cheap, right? You didn't buy anything that you needed, right?
Yeah, I did everything fairly cheaply. Yeah.
So, like I'm saying, that might be useful to people. Because especially if somebody's like, well, do I want to even get into this? Like, what's, if I could throw a couple $100 down and try it, all right.
Let's just say this. I just made a box of 38 Special, 50 rounds. That's about $20 to $23 worth.
Okay.
And I can make more. And if I can do, and I can do that more of that right now with what I have. The casings for free. The bullets cost me about $40 for all the bullets that I have. The powder was the powder's kind of hard to measure because it's $30, $32 for each pound of powder, and that's gonna last me at least 3,000 rounds. So so still.
That's super easy to do the math. You said it was $30 for the powder, and you're going to get 3,000 rounds?
So it's 10. It's yeah. That's 7,000 greens in a pound, and I'm using like 10 to 15 greens a bullet.
That's 1,000 rounds.
Okay, okay, 1,000 rounds. Okay. So 1,000 rounds for the bullet, for the so. Yeah.
No, so you're saying you paid how much for those? $30 $30.
$30 for the powder. Yeah. So $30 for the powder, $30 for the bullets.
So that's 3 cents for the powder.
Yeah, and then there's like and about $20 for the amount of primers that I have. So 20, 30.
How much is it for a pound? How much is it for a pound of powder, or how much is it for 2 pounds of powder?
$30 for a
For
pound.
2 pounds?
Yeah.
For 8? No, he said 1 pound.
Okay, 30 for a pound. Okay.
Yeah, I bought 2 separate pounds. So yeah.
Anyway, so all you gotta do is, I guess you're driving right now or whatever, but whenever you can do the math, you figure out, okay, so that's, not like I think I just figured out that it's 3 cents per bullet, or per the powder, I mean. Whatever it is for the bullet, whatever it is for the primer, and then that would be how much your new box of ammo costs, that times 50, and then you take, whatever the cost, you say $28 for a new box of bullets, there's going to be some difference there. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty much. Or it's going to be quite drastic. And then, because I'm just thinking, if even, let's say it's $5 difference between a box of Reloaded and you buy it in the store, that's not that much to get to 200. Right? That's 40 boxes. Am I wrong? So, you know what I'm saying? It might be surprisingly fast that you pay off that loader.
Oh yeah, I will. I already figured that out. I mean, I don't have the exact numbers, but I'll be definitely pay off that reloader soon enough. So.
How many rounds do you usually shoot at the range, Chris?
Depends. Depends on the gun. With an AK, I shoot like.
We're talking about the 38.
38 special.
Yeah.
I shoot about 60 rounds.
Well, if I had a minigun with unlimited ammo, I would probably shoot thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds.
How much is it for the bullet for each round? Like, how much is it for one bullet? Or how many? What's the package size you get your bullets in?
It's about on average $15 for 100 bullets.
15 for 100?
Yeah.
15 cents per bullet. What else is there? There's powder and then the primer.
Yeah.
Primer is $5 on average. $5 per pack of 100.
That's 5 cents of primer, and then you also gotta include. I mean, some way, somehow. I mean, like you gotta come up with the actual casing itself. So, for example, like Chris only has 17.
Nope. If you're doing it on the cheap, you can pick those up for nothing. So I'm saying anybody's doing this on the cheap is gonna get those for nothing.
All right, so it comes out to 24 cents a round so far with that. With the numbers that you just gave me, Chris.
Okay.
That's how much you're producing the rounds for.
Okay.
Which is the box?
24 cents a round, so multiply that by 50, 24 times.
$12.
Yeah.
And then you said how much for this pack of 357s?
357 is about $30 for a box of 50. 38 specials are $20 for a box of 50.
So saying 20 bucks.
And we've just been loading up at 3 cents. We've been loading up 38, not 357. So let's go with the 38 box. $20.
It's 40 cents a round, so you're saving 40 minus 24, so 16 cents a round.
Yeah, that's $8 a box.
Yeah.
So how much did all your stuff cost? $250.
$250 over 8, so that's 31 boxes by the time you pay off your stuff.
Half a year, not even. If you shoot 2 boxes a week, you'll pay that off in 15 weeks. And then you're making. I might be doing my math wrong, but after 15 weeks, you're making ammo for free. So I'd like to start getting some free ammo if I can.
You can't say
My dad gets the ammo, so.
I'm pretty sure if I did the math right, he paid it all off. So that means all the ammo after that point is.
I'm sorry. How much did he put into it? I wasn't paying attention. Trying to do this.
For the whole kit.
$250.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Well, and then I guess we should have added the cost of powder and primers and all the other stuff too to that. That we don't have an accurate, because you also bought stuff separately, didn't you? Or did you literally only buy that kit?
I bought stuff separately. The kit is
So-
part of that. The kit was $130.
How much?
Okay, so you are adding everything.
Everything to make your one bullet, first original bullet. How much did you put in money wise? Like for everything, tumbler, whatever. I don't know what you need.
$250.
Oh, yeah, $250. Oh, that's good.
I mean, yeah, so
Primer and everything.
cents around. So yeah, like you said, 31 boxes. Yeah, you can make, as soon as you pay that off, you're good to go. And with brass, I don't know, certain rounds is gonna be hard to find. Like if you're trying to find your Mosin and stuff, but
Yeah, for sure. I think it'd be just cheaper just to buy it Mosin ammo than it is to reload it.
What I really wanted to reload is 30 carbine, but that's rare as hell too.
Just buy a milsurp and just shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Can you reload those ones, or do they have that little crimp on the side of it too, like the 30-06 ammo?
No. Those are straight up. 30 carbine is straight up.
Oh, no, well, like I don't know, like the military ones, like those 30-06s, they have that crimp on the side.
There is no crimp on the 30.
I wasn't sure. I was asking.
No, I'm just telling you. All right, let me switch to my computer. Give me a second here.
So Chris, how many grains do you put in one bullet?
Do you not watch his video?
He said, I put 10 just as an average, but
Yeah, I think he was using 357 Magnum powder, though. He said.
357 Magnum was 15 grains.
So and 10 for 38.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna switch over. Hold on.
Okay, Chris, here's what you need to buy.
So what I say for G, for that red dot, you can put it on your AK, right? You don't have AR. You only have AK,
I
right?
wanted to put it on my 1022.
Oh man, yeah, I thought you were gonna put it in your revolver. You're 19. Your Model 19, because you can't see in the dark with it.
I think it'd be cool if you had a revolver with a light rail on it. I think that'd be awesome.
Get a TRR8.
I got the MPR8 and a TR8. They're so expensive though. But I mean, because you get the cool Magnum caliber cartridge.
And you get 8 shots.
Yeah, you get 8 shots of that light rail. I think that's good to go.
Oh, and you get a bottom, and you get a top rail too for your red dot, and a bottom rail for your your weapons light.
If I only had like 1,300 to just.
Oh man, don't. I thought everyone does.
They just have to find it.
When do you come to Washington?
I'm gonna jump out, guys. I'll talk to you later.
See you, dude.
October
Tomorrow,
8th.
don't forget tomorrow's. Oh, he already left. Tomorrow's Firearms Friday. Don't forget to post on Instagram.
What's Firearms Friday?
Oh, I just post firearm-related posts. A picture on Friday. me and Marco do it. Well, he didn't do one last week, but I did. I had like 41 likes. Yeah.
I'm coming up to Washington on October 8th.
Oh, October 8th. Okay.
So it's coming up about 3 weeks.
I'll request some time off so we can hang out. Are you just gonna hang out in the dorms with your girlfriend?
I don't know. No. We're gonna be going like backpacking trips.
I mean, like, where are you gonna stay at the dorms?
Oh yeah, we're staying at the dorms. It kind of sucks because I mean here I have my own place, so it's nice. But there, yeah. I mean, she doesn't have a roommate or anything, but they've got like an apartment, but it's an on-campus apartment.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like kind of like a suite.
Yeah, exactly. She's got like there's like
campus,
3 bedrooms.
a campus suite.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get in on Wednesday, and then so Thursday and Friday I'll pretty much be free during the day because she's gonna have class.
Let's go. Okay, so on that Friday, let's go shoot shotguns.
All right, that sounds good.
On the 10th.
Okay, I'll go over with her, but I think that should work out fine. I mean,
unless you guys are gonna do stuff. Lovey-dovey stuff.
I think we're going camping on Saturday and Sunday. So it should work out. You said that Friday night is like the special night at the range, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. That's gonna be cool.
If not, it's fine. But
no, definitely. I haven't. There's no good clay range here. Like the only one that's here is like a club, and it's like super exclusive. It's kind of annoying.
We're open to the public, and then on Fridays we have trap night, family trap night, where everyone just comes out and just plays. Cool. And then if they get enough people, we'll do skeet, and then we have 2 towers for skeet, I think. So.
Damn it! I have so much shotgun ammo, but it's all down here.
Just load up your pockets, and then when you say after you why, just say you don't know.
I found it here.
What?
Oh my god! I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that 20 gauge that my girlfriend wanted at Mossberg. 520 gauge. J&G just dropped that price to $199.
Oh man, you gotta get it. Are you gonna get it and just give it to her, or are you gonna surprise her?
I mean, I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna give it to her the next time we're together, like not just visiting.
Yeah.
You know? But the only thing is that because you've shot Mossbergs before, right? Like the 500s.
I've shot the only one I've shot was the pistol grip version, the 500 like Persuader or whatever it's called.
So you know how if you compare the forend on an 870 and a forend on a 500, the Mossberg's a lot looser.
Yeah.
So my 590 A1, I guess it's just that it's the A1, but the forend isn't loose at all.
Oh.
But so like that's my only experience with Mossberg.
Yeah, same here.
And so I got on the one at the shop. I took a look at it, and the forend is so loose. Like it functions fine, but it like wobbles from side to side, probably like a full 10 degrees on either side.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's the only thing. It's kind of annoying. But, I mean, the price is good. So, I don't know. I just don't know if... I kind of want it to be a little tighter, and I've been researching if I could, like, I don't know, try to make it tighter, but I just don't know how. Can I ship ammo?
I think you gotta do like via UPS ground or something like that.
But
yeah, it's all gotta be ground. It's all gotta be like a, I don't know what the term for it is, like a hazmat
Just
type.
buy shotgun ammo here is like $26 for a box of 100.
How much is it?
$26.
That's not bad.
So at Walmart, we'll just go buy a cheap Walmart birdshot. There's nothing else you need. It's not like you're gonna shoot whatever deer or anything, right?
I want the Remington STS, dude.
Oh, do you? That's all you shoot?
I mean, I did buy like 100 of the STS and the Remington stuff a while ago because I reload all my hulls, and those last forever.
Oh yeah.
And I've had trouble with like other stuff.
Do you have a reloader?
I have a shotgun reloader.
Nice. What do you mech? Was it a mech 2000 or whatever? Mech.
Oh, it's a cheap Lee loader.
Oh, Lee is your namesake.
Yeah, really. But I mean, it works. It's.
When I first got into shotguns, right, I was like shooting a lot, right, and I'm like, I'm gonna get me like my buddy bought his brother bought the mech whatever I forget the top of the line one, the mech 3000 or something like that. It's a progressive loader, shotgun loader, and it's just for shotguns though. You can't use anything else. You can't change the size out. And I'm gonna buy it from him. And then I was like contemplating about buying it, because back then I had a lot of money to spend. I had a lot of money to do.
You're living at home.
I was working and living at home, and I was getting like on a weekly basis. I was getting $150, and gas for me. I drove a Honda, so gas was like $20 a week. So I was pocketing like $140 each week, and like I didn't have to pay for anything. Whatever, and like I'm gonna buy it, and like I almost thought about buying it, but I'm like I got talked out of it because the guys are like, the only reason why you want to buy one is because you're gonna shoot a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of people they do it because it's like they do it as a hobby, not really just for saving money too. So like you see all these old timers that do it. They buy like and they're like, oh yeah, and they buy shots, like shotgun shots by like the truckload, by the ton. You don't just buy it by a bag full.
Right.
These guys.
The way I saw it though is like Chris was talking about getting into loading cheap and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to talk about cheap, the one I got, I paid like $35 for it. All right.
Oh yeah.
And I calculated it all out with everything. I'm producing like target loads for clays for like 17 cents a shot. And so compare that to what, about 25 cents, 26 cents. It's like let's call it 10 cents savings per round. And that's nothing to make up $35. You know, that's like one trip to the range, maybe like 2 trips to the range.
Yeah, I was trying to So yeah, but I was gonna. I almost bought it. He bought it for like $450, and he was trying to sell it for like $350 or something like that, $100 off.
Not a bad deal.
And I should have bought it because back then I was like, oh, only like shotgun ammo was only $19 a box, or like $20 a box of 100. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, there's no reason why I should get it now. But then now it rose up to $26. I remember I bought about 500 rounds of shotgun shells, which is only 5 bricks, when it was on sale at Walmart for Black Friday. And I bought 18. I bought them for $18 a box. It was like $17.95 or something like that. You know, it was the Black Friday special. And I'm like, I bought whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm still good on it. And like now I'm down to like I've been slacking because I haven't been shooting lately. So I probably only have about 500 shotgun shells on hand right now.
That's not what I have.
That's kind of lame. It's not I just bird shot. And then again, the sad thing is that I only have about, I would say, like less than like 50 rounds of like buckshot.
It's better than what I have. I got 10. This is counting what I have in the gun. I have 10 slugs and 10 rounds of buckshot.
So yeah, so I have that, and I only have about I have. The sad thing is about 10 of those shots are like 3.5-inch magnums, so I will never shoot them. I will never shoot them.
Yeah.
And then I have I have about, what is it? I would say 40 rounds of regular Winchester buckshot. Yeah.
Man, who was it? I was listening to a chat the other day, and Edge was talking. Someone was like talking about they had like 1,000 rounds of buckshot on hand. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's expensive because if you think about it, it's like $5 a box of 5.
I know. I was actually looking on the internet, and you could get cheap buckshot like for practice and stuff for like 60 cents a shot, which is not bad. I forgot where I saw it, but it was like some weird brand. Let me try to find it. It was like Spartan ammo, Spartan buckshot. Yeah, it was on SG Ammo.
Was it?
All right, so 250 rounds of buckshot, 12 gauge, 2 3/4, for $99. So $100 for 250.
Yeah. So I don't know. Who's Revol Kane?
What the hell?
Chris, you under a different account?
Oh, you know what? Let me get out of here. Let me go back to the other browser. This is my on Firefox. I'm different. So hold on.
Ooh, let's go Google this guy.
Fine. All you see is bikini contest videos. So.
Oh, nice. What T-shirt contest is?
Chris in a bikini. Chris in a bikini.
No. Okay. All right. Let me get out. I'm gonna go to Chrome. Make it easier.
Good guy with bikinis.
All those pictures were hand drawn by him in the background, modeling his own bikini. But yeah, I bought a low receiver. I don't know what I want to do with it.
Is it polymer or what?
Metal, full metal. Right now I'm doing the inlays.
So are you gonna actually just keep getting lowers so that you can have some on hand, or are you just gonna
Yep.
stop at some point?
Here we go.
They're like $80 a piece.
Right.
So I spend more money on like magazines than I do on lower stuff.
I think I'm gonna get a few more mags here and there, but for my AK, but I'm pretty much done. I'm at 20 for the AK, and that's like milsurp, like good mags.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
I have an off-air question when we get off air
Okay.
later. But
I'm not gonna be on here for too much longer.
There is
Alright.
I think there is a side chat there.
yeah, but I just.
Yeah, by the way, there's all the 357 Magnum casings I have, so I only have a few. So I need to get more of these.
Did you see any shotgun powder down there, Chris, at the Cabela's?
I saw shotgun powder at what do they call this? Bass Pro.
Okay, I'm kind of low on my shotgun powder. I need to grab some.
It's Little Gun. I was tempted to buy one because you can use those too. Little Gun. These are about 3 for 3 specials right there. Just one complete box. I'm going to venture the 9mm here pretty soon once I get the dies.
Yeah, I got like half a bottle right now of my shotgun powder.
Yeah, they had some Little Gun over there at the. There was only 2 bottles, 2 pounds of them over there.
No,
Those are rare too. The shotgun powder's rare too.
Really? I'm pretty stingy about it, but I want the International Clays powder. That stuff's good.
Oh, I haven't seen any International Clays at all.
G, did you read that?
International Clays is good for pistol too. So for it's good for what do you call this?
Is that your table you made?
This is not a table I made. This is a table I've had. It's not the best table, but it holds. I may get another table here pretty soon, but one step at a time. Right now, hey, it holds. So. I'm kind of slow. I haven't set up my powder trickler, my powder dispenser yet, so I'm doing it all my powders by hand.
So I went to Costco today, and I went to go I was looking at random stuff, and they had like the tool section. So they have like one of those Snap-on style like little tool drawers, but this one had a countertop, and I'm like, oh, this would be such a cool reloading, like just like a little workbench, because it has rolly wheels and it has like different drawers, and and like it had like a bigger like compartment where you could fit like a helmet in, and like, it has like a countertop, like a wooden countertop. I'm like, this would be such a cool like gun bench, but then I realized it's like $400. It's like $399.
You don't want to have wheels on your reloading bench.
Well, it has walking wheels, so the wheels lock.
Still,
it's just like a peg. It's the same principle as you having just a wooden like like 4 legs. I know like the whole point of you have to have it level and stuff, yeah. But I meant like as like a workbench, like just like to build lower receiver, like put on lower receivers or work on your gun.
Yeah, it's a gun working bench maybe, but not a reloading bench.
Yeah, I want a workbench. Like I have a full shop, and I have a really heavy duty workbench that I built a while ago. But I use that for like welding and pounding on and stuff. So it's just like dirty as hell. I just want something that's clean and stuff that I can like set my guns on and clean and that kind of stuff. Because recently I've been using my kitchen table, and I don't really like the idea of like working with lead and stuff at the same place.
Just ingest them and see what it feels like. So then you'll know like what happened if you get poisoned by your own self.
So this is what's crazy. This is totally placebo effect, I think. But like every time I clean a gun and every time I like reload, I get like a slight headache, and I'm just like, what the hell?
I allow people gunsmith on kitchens all the time, so dinner tables even.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you didn't see any international clays powder down there?
Oh, no clays.
Did you see any of that brand, the Hog the Gun, whatever it's called? Hogden?
Hodgdon.
Is that how you
I
say
see
it?
a lot of Hodgdon.
Yeah, you've seen that?
Yeah, I see Hodgdon rifle powders and one in the little gun for shotgun. That's about it.
Well, they also make international clays.
Yeah, they do, but I did not see. All I saw on Hodgdon was their H series, not their clays.
Okay, I got it.
Of course, IMR is also made by Hodgdon.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'll take clays or international clays, or that's about it actually. But I guess I'd take Universal too, but I don't really want Universal.
Yeah, shotgun powder is kind of rare nowadays too.
I can't believe that. That's stupid.
Yeah, anything hot, anything in high in the like or fast burning in the powder table is hard to find.
I've got like 10,000 primers.
See here, I'll show you. This is the burn rate chart from the very first ones are the fastest to the high to the bottom is the slowest burning. So anything above a 60 is rare. Is hard to find.
Jeez.
I'm amazed there was a good this was in very good quantity.
Yeah. How about black powder? Do you see black powder?
Oh yeah, Pyrodex. I see a lot of Pyrodex.
I think I want to try. Oh fuck.
Black powder shotgun.
Well, no, I wanted to convert my single shot break action to a black powder with little brass case shotgun shells, but I just realized I just sold my H&R.
Oh. This is my very first bullet I ever made.
Are you gonna keep it?
I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna bullet pull it. That's fucked up.
Nice.
I turned it into a Nagant bullet. Nagant.
Yeah.
That's when I didn't know how to set my my seating die yet.
I guess I did get my shotgun powder at Bass Pro, now that I think about it.
Yeah, Bass Pro had a good amount of powders when I got there, because when I went there last week, they had 2 bottles of every two bottles. That's it. And then when I went there last Tuesday, they actually had a good amount of stuff, including the Lil gun.
I just can't find reloading supplies up here. I mean, everything's in the valley.
I wish J&G sold some stuff.
I don't know, but
Yeah, you have so many gun stores per capita, but they don't have any reloading equipment.
no. I mean, just get reclaimed lead shot. They don't. I haven't been able to find reclaimed lead shot anywhere here. I bought some last time back in Texas, but all right. So is that? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. What was that?
Is that little gun any good? Like, what type of powder is that?
It's a shotgun powder. It's very hot burning powder. That's what I was told.
Hot? Okay.
So I think it is a shotgun powder. I was tempted to buy it see if I can use it for 38 special. It only burns. The burn rate is only like 3 levels above the IMR 4227, but I heard it was a hot burning powder, so I'd rather not. It's not
just expensive.
Huh?
It's just expensive.
It's $30, 31 bucks.
Yeah, I paid $21.99 last time for my.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, pistol powders are like 18 to 24 bucks. But then of course those are fucking rare nowadays. This is they cost me $30. This was like $28. It became $30 a bottle, pretty much.
Yeah, this is for a pound, man. That's like $10 more than. I should have bought more when I did last time I was buying it. I only bought like 2 pounds of powder. Damn it. How much is on Midway?
I need a better scale. I like this the analog scale, but I'm either above or below 1 grain. I was told that the best scale to use is cocaine scale, and try to see if I can find one of those.
What?
Cocaine scale.
Yeah, they've got them listed on eBay right now, Chris.
They're called cocaine scales.
Well, that's what I thought. Some people say you need a scale for cocaine, man. You have scales, but they're for weed. Yeah. Yeah, don't use weed scale for measuring powder.
This is really pissing me off, Chris. I can't find powder for under $30. I mean,
You know what? I was lucky to just find powder for this price, for the price I asked for, or a powder that I can use. So trust me, I was told this for about 2 years now. We have a major ass powder crisis. So.
Fuck.
I the thing I felt when I first got my gear and I was told I can't. There's no such thing. Can't find pistol powder anymore.
I probably have about 10 ounces left of international clays.
What do you load? 12 gauge?
Yeah, I learned for when I used to go shooting clays a lot. Now I don't even have a freaking clay gun. All I have is my 18.5-inch 590 A1. Thinking about buying my girlfriend a 20 gauge clay gun, but I guess that's gonna become my clay gun too because I don't have one right now. Though the way to do shotguns is you got to get the reclaimed lead. I mean, it's so much cheaper to get lead shot that way.
I saw this interesting thing, and I'm thinking about doing it too when I start casting. If I ever decide to cast lead bullets, you can get lead from dentist office.
From their jackets?
No, from their when they take a picture of your teeth, they put that little that plastic thing in there that has lead on it.
Okay.
And then they only take the film, they discard the lead.
Huh.
So yeah, they're good for shotgun, and they're pure lead too. So you don't have to unlike unlike what do you call this?
Wheel weights.
Wheel weights where you have to get rid of the clips. I'm thinking I need to before I start, if I ever decide to cast, I need to get a reliable source of bullets of lead.
It'd be cool if you had your own property.
Yeah.
Because that way you could just shoot into the same hill over and over again.
And
once every couple of years, you just get all the lead out of there. I mean.
Yeah, like Hickok.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I bet you though he hires people to dig that shit out of this place.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's calling. So the way I do this is I find more cups. I use these. I pre-measure my
Jello shot cups.
Yeah, I pre-measure my what do you call this? The powder in here, and then I go. I just load them. Place the die, bullet seat, release the die, crimp. 7 rounds at a time.
That's nice. You know what my new nickname is, Chris?
What?
Double Chris.
What?
Call me Chris on accident today.
Who called you Chris on accident?
Huck.
Oh, Huck?
Yeah. I told him, yeah, I'm like, you gotta call me Double Chris because I'm a lot taller than him, probably twice the height of him.
Yeah, but you're pretty as me, so.
I ain't pretty. I know. I don't have facial hair like you though. Facial hair.
That's because you're 12.
11 and a half. Get it right.
Hey, Panther.
Ooh, have you guys?
Yeah.
You watch a lot of anime?
Nah.
Nah. I've been watching Naruto, man. The Shippuden. That stuff is on point right now.
Did you watch the first few seasons where before the Shippuden, the original one?
I watched the original. I watched the original until like 210, I think.
Yeah.
So it's, like, it's where they were like they were done. They were done like they weren't caught up with the whole dubbing to English.
Yep.
So it was only like it was like fillers after Sasuke left.
I don't what do you call this? I don't like anime that's like super long series like that.
It's good. One Piece is still going. One Piece is still going on. One Piece.
I know. I like watching a series that's 12 to 25 episodes long, and then there's a resolution at the end.
One Piece flag right here on top of my right there. Sorry, we're getting nerd talk, but I just saw the anime link.
Panther, I was just gonna ask you if do you have any experience with Mossberg shotguns?
No.
Okay. Alright.
I just shot that one. That Persuader.
Hey, for
go ahead. Oh, for shotguns, I do. For me, I'm just so used to where the mechanics of a 870 is at, but I do see like the what's it called? The practicality of it being the tank safety compared to the crossbow safety.
There's two things that did it for me. The tank safety, I like. There's three things. I like the bolt release that it's behind the trigger guard because you can still operate the gun with your finger on the trigger, and you can have your middle finger underneath the trigger guard operating the bolt release. So that part's awesome. And then the third thing is the ejection port. You don't have to get like bit by anything, the loading gate and stuff on the Remingtons. That just bugged the hell out of me because I'd always get my thumbs cut up. At least on the shotgun I had.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so used to it. I don't. And again, I have larger hands. I don't know how large your hands are, but my hands tend to fit the 870.
Hey, Geely.
What's up?
Just get yourself some. I'm no shotgun expert, but I was thinking, just get yourself some, BBs from Walmart. And
yeah, you can do that. You can do that with. Definitely, you can do that. You just have to match the weights.
Can you do it with the copper, or would it melt?
It's not gonna melt the copper.
Melts.
Good.
The temperature to melt copper is, it's not that low, but it's not that high. Yeah, you need to get to 1,984 degrees to get Fahrenheit to melt copper, which isn't as high compared to other metals, but still, like you're not in danger of getting to that point.
You know what? Hopefully nobody. If I ever move out of this house, hopefully nobody lives in here who smokes and goes to this area. Because I spill powder occasionally. Yeah, occasionally I drop powder. Sometimes I forget to, on this die right here on the what do you call this expanding die. I forget to put it all the way through it when I put the powder in here.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take off. Keystone, I'll talk to you about that later. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
See you later.
I'm about to call it a night, guys. I gotta go.
All right. So you're closing it? You closing it?
Yeah.
All right, man. Take care, guys.
No worries.
Yep. See you, Chris.
I kind of still want to watch you. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.